So we're gonna take some drugs, pop some pills, because that's what we like to do and chill. Take a little pill, put it on your tongue. And blah blah blah. Oh, where is it gone? Hey, here we go. Time to slow. Sick banana, you know he's a hoe. He's gonna rap about some fucking stupid shit. Act like there's a beat underneath this bitch. Cause it's all up in my mind. And I don't give a fuck if she likes it from behind. Cause the doggy style shit is what I like. Fucking slapping that all night. Oof, that hurt my hand. I shouldn't have hit that hard. I would actually do if I hit a girl on the ass that hard. I was like, when I was rapping, I was thinking like, oh, if I hit a girl in the ass, and I was like, that'd be pretty hard. Actually, that'd probably hurt. That'd probably be pretty. That'd probably ruin the whole sex. Damn, that'd probably be too hard. That'd probably ruin the whole sex. Can you imagine if I hit a girl that hard like that? Like it'd probably bruise her. It'd probably leave like a big old bruise on the side of her hip. Like it'd probably fucking hurt her muscle. Like if I hit somebody like that, like with my hand as hard as I could, like that, like hard with the hand, like that'd be like slapping them in the face, you know? Like if I slap somebody in the face, I could probably knock them out just by slapping them in the face, you know. So I'm thinking like if I hit somebody like as hard as I just pretended, well, I did hit my hand because I hit it a couple times. It felt like a strong reverberation, you know. Um, I'm just saying, man. If that girl doesn't, come, then I am. I mean, one of us is from that kind of smack, you know. Either I'm gonna inflict some massive punishment on her that's gonna get me off, or she's gonna get off on the punishment. But I mean, if it's that, I mean, did you hear that when I did that? I felt it on my hand. Like literally, that feels like if I would do it as hard as I could, or even harder, just being enthusiastic. If I was being hard, and I was like, bah, and I was like, smack that ass or whatever. Like I felt like I could literally like bust a bitch's ass muscles or something. Like straight up give her like problems sitting down for a while because I smacked her ass so hard it fucking welted or something. Like why are my smacking abilities so high quality? I don't know. Yeah, the number one ass smacker over here. Apparently, if I smack a bitch's ass, she knows it forever. Happy Tuesday morning, motherfucker. Um, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, sir. How's it going? My eyes, this one, it's been bothering me a lot. I don't know if there's anything in there. I don't know if you see anything in there. It's been bothering me a lot. Hopefully, you don't gotta get chopped out or anything. I can still see out of it just fine. It's just it feels irritated. Like it feels like something like one of my eye hairs is poking into my eye. Is what it feels like, and it irritates it, and it makes my like eyes red right here in the like center area, kind of up in here. But also, it's allergy season, so my eyes are really red, like really red. This one here is redder than normal. See how it's really, really red? Because it's been getting like freaking like a little hair poking into my eye. And basically, I got to wait for the hair to grow enough so that it starts to curve out of my eyelash area into like where the eyelashes grow because it's a new hair and it's just stabbing me in the eye. So now my eye's all red, and yeah, if I rub it, it gets all pink and red, and it just hurts. So I gotta quit rubbing it. Anyway, we're not here to talk about my stupid eyes or my hairs or anything like that. I know you guys are so enthused about my my upkemptness with my hairs and things, my eyebrows and my hair follicles or whatever. But That's not why we're here. We're here to see Mike Cerrone troll people. I was hanging out with David Acton and Thumper Thomas Stack. I was hanging out with David Acton and Thomas Stack, but they they got a little upset with me for some reason or whatever. And then they accused me of trying to record them backstage, and they kicked me out of their backstage for whatever reason. I didn't know they were backstage, and they kicked me out of their backstage. They were like, he's trying to record us, and they kicked me out. I was like, the fuck? I didn't know the show ended. I just fucking went to go take a piss or whatever. The show ended, and, I came back, and it was like, fucking, whatever. Fuck you guys. You guys are paranoid. Fuck you assholes. Anyway, let's watch stupid ass what's his face? Let's watch this guy over here, Gen X Jeffrey. We'll do that. That'll make me happy. And whatever makes me happy is what's that. If I'm not happy, the channel don't exist, and I need to learn to make myself more happy. I'm not gonna do it, nobody is.
In an attempt to immortalizing the moment in an image
This isn't the
or
right
short
channel.
video.
I clicked the wrong
For some
video. Nick Crowley. Oh wow, this is the right video. Okay, somehow I clicked off of this and went to Nick Crowley. How'd that happen? I love Nick Crowley's videos. I just don't know how that happened. Oh, because did I do something like this? I clicked this and then went here.
Yes. We're doing shirtless today. Or I am.
Ew!
Anybody else is welcome to come up.
Look how saggy and pale and hairy his chest is. Oh my god, can we make this 4K? Can I make this into... Yeah, let's make it high quality HD TV. That's why I pay for the premium for. We want to see this gay man's nasty chest hair in fucking full glory. Ew, this is gross, you guys. I didn't expect this. Because I only seen the end part where Mike was up there and he was arguing with somebody, and it was a pretty funny part. But if this guy was shirtless and like this the whole time, I swear I did not notice. I probably wouldn't even noticed until he mentioned it, honestly, because I usually I feel like I would notice eventually though, because I'd be like, is this guy wearing a shirt or is he just really dirty? And it'd be like, no, that's not dirt, that's hair. it'd be like, so he's just really hairy, but he's not wearing a shirt. I don't know. But he is. He isn't. Anyway, let's go back to it. Was just roll the video. Fuck, this is gross. It's fucking gross.
Hello, Pat S. What's up? My lone viewer.
Oh my god.
Never thought I'd be in this
my
situation.
god.
Means they know.
So this dude takes his shirt off, right? And the first thing Lord Doc does is show up and be like, hey, look at me. I'm Lord Doc. I got a fresh haircut. Look at me in my tight little jacket. You're Gen X Jeffrey, right? Like, what are you doing, Lord Doc? Come on with your little stash. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. You know this is a gay Satanist witch doctor who does butt sex to men and with men while riding a dildo chair he does on live stream. So, Lord Doc, is this really you don't like me so much that you're willing to buddy up with Jeffrey? Like, that's I mean, thy Lord be confused. There's a demon worshipping Satanist gay man here with antlers who's raving about whatever. And Lord Doc's like, yeah, this is what I'm into. I was just saying how the Lord Docs have fallen in thy bananas eyes. Because I used to think Lord Doc's, views were respectable up until now, but apparently not. We'll see what happens. But it's looking like his views don't seem to mean anything, actually.
know your buttons, like they know which strings to pull
Again.
and how to pull them.
Again, this isn't me.
Oh,
You know, I've been trying to make light of it, trying to like, you know, make a big joke out of it. But some people, you know, it's not even the people involved; it's the trolls that are trying to make it more than it should be.
oh yeah, yeah. Those.
You know how that is. You know how
Yes,
that
I
is.
do. Those
This
are the ones I
guy.
usually try to ignore the most.
You gotta ignore them.
Especially the ones
Doc.
that hardly
Ignore
ever come up
them,
on
Doc.
panel.
Just ignore us, Doc.
They just try and
Ignore them.
troll sort of mysterious.
Well, Lord Doc, you can ignore us. We're Christians. At least I am. I could probably recite some parts of the Bible to you, or at least explain some of the stories and some of the parables and junk. But or at least like some of the lands or the people. Like I can explain some of that stuff, or the timelines even. Some of that stuff. I can explain some of that stuff if we're talking religion, but you know, if we're talking gay antler sex, man, then no, I can't really explain too much of that. And if people are shunning you, it's probably because they can speak religion, they can speak all these things, they just don't speak gay shirtless antler man. And we know you don't either, Lord Doc, but you're sure gonna find out, and you're probably gonna end up teaching us. So I mean, that's kudos to you in a way, because I mean, what more of a man would take on this fucking challenge? I'm surprised Lord Doc took it on. This is a crazy challenge. You're gonna learn this guy's gay antler speak and teach it to us. Either that, or you're gonna end up arguing with him. And you guys are gonna become enemies. Either way, you're either gonna teach us the gay speak of the fucking wildebeest, or you're going to argue with the gay wildebeest. Either one's gonna be funny. There's no lose here. This is all win-win. Hey,
Yes,
Mike's in the crowd.
do.
Mike,
So
you want to
here's the
join? You can
little
totally
conspiracy
join,
theory
Mike.
going on right now.
Hit the
that
link, Mike, if you want it. If
there's
you want
some
it.
like behind the scenes drama with different people that hang out here across
If you
other
feel like it,
channels in the
Mike. If you're
Panelverse,
feeling like it. I'm just reviewing
and
some
that they're
videos.
using my channel
This nigga's naked
to
over
kind
here.
of help play out and resolve some of that
We got
drama
Noel's booty
without
earlier.
me really being aware of it.
We got Doc up here drunk. We got fucking Gen X Jeff shirtless. It's crazy.
I don't even know.
Crazy.
Speaking of drama,
I don't even know what you talk about. If you are you talking about?
Doc,
Hold
trying
on,
to figure it
totally
out.
fucking lost there.
Talking
So
about
what are you
some.
saying?
This
maybe this guy.
Oh
was
shit,
fun.
Bradley, what's happening, man? How you
You
doing?
didn't drop him off because of me, did you?
That
Did he
things
just
are not.
Doc's like, so you're talking about something, so like you're saying something, so like I'm lost. So like, what are you saying? Bradley there? So Bradley, I know Bradley. All right, carry on. You know, I was paying attention. Carry on. You know, whatever gay stupid shit, because I didn't hear it either. Whatever Gen X Jeffrey said, I wasn't paying attention either, Lord Doc. But I was paying attention to you, Lord Doc. That's why I know everything you did. But I wasn't paying attention to any of the shit he said, obviously, because it's very easy to tune that out. It's very boring. It's real easy to tune him out now.
Things are not always what they
Too
seem on
easy.
here because
Too
there's
easy.
drama from other channels that's being played out on here in like little subtle coded ways.
Yeah, I heard Doc's got something going on with him.
I don't have nothing going on. It's just people like are getting mad because of my opinion on shit, and I got news for them. Sorry for you.
Yeah, that's just part
But
of
you
having
know,
an
this is
opinion.
the great country of America. We can have our opinions.
Yeah.
But some of these suck ass bastards are saying shit like saying things I blatantly didn't say. Kane Corso salute. They're trying to say I said shit I never said. You know, I don't care what they say, but
What they
Well,
say?
those
What
are
they
a fucking
say, bro?
bunch of-
Just
not
say
not
what
you
they
guys
say.
here. Present company, of course,
Say what they
excluded. But
said, bro.
you know,
Come on.
So far.
jerk offs are making this shit something
Say
it's
what
not.
they said.
You know, Bradley
Say what
knows.
they
He's been
said.
around. You know.
Say what
Oh
they
yeah.
said.
So he had to do.
Waffle House.
Gotta blow it out of proportion.
Waffle House.
Mm.
Is he here?
Wow.
No, somebody's made a comment about him being involved.
Oh, I don't know. I don't get involved with what Waffles gets involved with. There's a dude, Joey Waffles, who's always been cool with me.
Yep.
He unfortunately doesn't like a lot
He's
of people
not cool
I
with
like.
me anymore.
you
but
know,
whatever.
so-
yeah.
But y'all don't have
I don't think he was
I don't
ever
have
cool with me,
beef.
honestly. I don't think
I
he
don't
was
have
ever
beef
cool
with
with me.
anybody. Just people trying to drag me back.
I've just been
You know what
so
the problem
aggressive
is?
towards everybody.
I used
I
to.
think
I used to be just
shunned
like Mike.
everybody.
Let me hold on a second, right?
Everybody
let
wants
me
to be like
rephrase that shit. I didn't used to be just like Mike, but I would be beefing all the time with people
Oh shit.
before I even knew you. Kind of like what I did with you, Jay. Jeff.
Oh,
I'm doing the
shit,
gay
fake
Satanist
Mikey
thing.
in
Oh,
the
the
chat.
antlers. Oh,
The
I'll never
fake
go there.
Mikey in
Look,
the
I've been
chat.
there, what, 4 out of 5 nights now? I mean, Jesus Christ, I can't stay away over here. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, it's like I was doing stupid shit like that. Like just judging books by their cover, and it's like, you can't do that all the time. And of course, it was like I said before, I was pretty raging alcoholic before. Really bad. So
Yeah.
Are you less raging now?
I'm
Like
I'm
still
less.
an alcoholic?
I'm less. I don't know. I'm still drinking, and I got to cut it out.
Are you raging? I mean, your cock.
No, I don't think I'm raging.
Bradley, this
No. This is Lord Doc being nice and sociable. This is social Doc. He has some kind of crazy cock eyes with you because if shit pops off, he's drinking already. He's ready to fuck you up. But this is nice social Doc. He'll fuck you up, but he's social right now. Normal, not drunk Doc probably won't immediately try to fuck you up or whatever. And definitely drunk Doc will try to fuck you up immediately. In fact, he might use it as a tool to get his way, even so much. Yeah, there's a big difference. So this is definitely a sober drunk Doc. Like this is a sober drunk Doc. Like he's drunk, but he's sober than he would be if he was going on a Lord Doc type of bender or tangent or crash out or whatever it was he would do. Because I've did them too. There's plenty of them where I've gotten drunk. I'd be going on about crazy shit, whatever, rambling on, acting crazy. Lord Doc has had some of those recently. He's recently straightened up a bit because of that. So when he's like, hey, I don't drink as much, but he's still drinking, it's like, I'm still me, guy. Just don't make me go there. Because when he ran into our class, we made him go there. But this is the next generation, you see. So it's not even the next year. It's like the second or third generation or whatever. But the thing is, now he's there. Now Lord Doc is there at Gen X Jeffries. Who the fuck could have guessed that? Who could have guessed Lord Doc would have somehow ended up at Gen X Jeffs? I wouldn't have guessed it, but I seen it like a week ago or something, maybe a few days ago. And I was like, this is crazy because they really got along well. And now this is the second time I've seen them together, but it almost sounds like they might have been on panel 3 or 4 times by this point. So I don't know because I don't watch Gen X Jeffrey every day. But I know he goes live damn near every day, like Jack Talcott. Gen X Jeffrey is almost like Jack Talcott in a sense, but he goes live in the name of Satanism, where Jack Talcott goes live in the name of Christ and Christianity, which is it's a bit of a conundrum because I don't really care for Jack Talcott as much, but I do care for him more than I would Gen X Jeffrey. Like Gen X Jeffrey could catch AIDS and die, and I just would not care. He could get hit by a bus, and I would not care. If Jack Talcott got hit by a bus, I'd feel sad. I'd feel bad. I'd be like, that sucks because he was trying to do something. He might have changed a few people's hearts and minds about something, and I'd feel bad about that because he was trying to do his objective, But even if Gen X Jeffrey's trying to do his objective is Satanism and evil. And I'm just like, well, you know, I can exploit you, but can I really benefit from you? Probably not, and get away with it. And can I like, yeah, I don't know. So there's not a lot of use there, I guess, is my point. There's not a lot of use in Jax Jeffrey. He's a Satanist. There's not a lot to be had in his friendship. There's a lot to be had in Doc's friendship, but Doc doesn't want to be friends with me.
See,
Why
this
are
one.
you?
Hang on,
Bradley's
you going in
raging
timeout
problem?
already.
I'm
Don't come up
rambling.
here
I'm
and
just
do that
rambling
shock
because I'm
jock thing
drunk,
on
you
my-
guys.
don't
I'm
use my
just
channel.
rambling.
To test out your shock jock.
Yeah, he never
routine.
does this shit. He comes to my channel, he tells corny jokes and
Well,
hangs
he
out.
sometimes does it here. I'm wondering if it depends on blood alcohol level.
Oh, what do you think? He's all drunk?
I don't know. It's,
Well, this is my
at some
first
point.
one.
He is. He will be, but I don't know if he shows up at that point.
I don't know, Jeff. All I can tell you is the antlers gotta go, buddy. You gotta get rid of those
Or
fucking
they
things. Come on, man. Please,
Are
please,
they
Andre.
They would only go if I replaced them with better ones, like if I upgraded.
And I heard you and Untrackable talking a little earlier, talking about, you know, appearances and all this other shit. I think that I think a man should keep himself groomed. I think a woman definitely should. You know, not for nothing.
Do you
True,
think they
true.
should be allowed to walk around chestless? I mean,
Fuck
shirtless.
yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
well, that's
yeah.
different. I mean,
Bro, women should be able to walk around with their titties out if they're adults, I guess. But yeah, like that should totally be a thing. I mean, I don't know, because kids could, like, boys could walk around with their shirts off when they're like 14. So it'd be weird to have girls only be able to like walk around with their shirts off when they're like 14 to 18. They gotta wear a shirt, and then once they're 18, they could just be breast out again. That'd be kind of weird because the boys will be able to be just titties out the whole time, because that's just how boys are. We don't have big enough titties, and even if we do, apparently girls don't get sexually aroused by our man titties, so that makes it legal for us to have them out, baby. All right, back to the video.
like women.
Yeah.
Women's,
I mean, as much as I would love that,
Women's.
I do have kids. You know. Oh, what's this? Your Dark Lords? What is this?
You just say hi. Just go
You
ahead.
got
I'm
me on
sorry.
some pagan shit now. I worship the devil too. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Back to that question. You know, one time
Hmm.
we took the girls to the beach and we had to drive.
There's no way Lord Doc worships the devil, by the way. I can guarantee this guy is extremely religious in a way and does not worship the devil. He's joking. I'm sure of it. I can speak for his character. I know he's a piece of shit, asshole, or whatever, but he's not a Satanist. That's why I'm surprised he's hanging out with a gay guy who's claiming to be a Satanist, even though he's not really a Satanist. And he got kicked out of the Satanist community because he just didn't believe in Satan enough. And then he started calling them woke because they were too Satan-y. That's Gen X Jeffrey. He's gay.
Out to Portland because we're pretty landlocked here. So we get out there, and there's like just the hottest chicks you could ever imagine. But they're walking around in them thong fucking bikinis.
Uh-huh.
And you know, if I'm like single or in my 20s or some shit like that, fuck yeah, topless, totally everything less, you know. But I got my daughter asking me, you know, Dad, why is her butt out? Why is her butt hanging out? I'm like, you know,
What
so
do you
I'd
tell
rather,
them?
I just tell him, hey, come over here, we'll go on the
Oh.
carousel, or you know. But I mean, it's just a little, you know, shit like that. You know, I mean, if it's a whole beach and everyone there is of age, you know,
Yeah.
21 or over.
Can
it's a little-
kids even go to nude beaches, or is that adult?
I don't know anything about it. If they are, then it's
Uh,
probably a pedo beach, and it should be shut down and raided. Ain't no
I
kids.
know
should be
that
able to-
the courts rule that the gays have to let women go to their.
Well, the thing is, he's asking about a pedo beach because he's like, bro, did you take your kid to a nude beach? Is that why bitches have their asses out? Or do bitches have their asses out because that's what women are allowed to do when they're that age? They can walk around with like thongs on, basically, on the beach. They can wear a bikini on the beach. And you got to explain that to your daughter. Oh my God, daughter, you could wear a bikini on the beach. That's within your rights as a woman. I got to explain that to my daughter somehow, that you can wear a bikini. That's crazy, you know? Crazy. Just raising a kid these days and ages. You know, all these other kids that had to grow up wearing bikinis and junk and swimming in pools with other people, just like the adults who wore bikinis. I don't know. It's just weird. I know docs make it a little bit more than it is, I think. I don't think your kids are at harm because you took them to a normal beach and bitches had their asses out. You were like, oh, well, see, that's what made me have you, daughter, is like somebody was walking around like that one day, and I was like, you know, I'm thinking that's the one for me. And you went and tapped that thing, and then you accidentally implanted it with a thing, or you did it on purpose or whatever because you thought it was worth it, you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Either way, Lord Doc, your fault for taking your stupid ass kid to the fucking beach where there's naked people, right? So you took your kid to a nude beach, or you took your kid to a beach where I'm assuming the lady didn't have her ass hanging out. You know, you could have told your kid, well, she has her ass out because she doesn't shit in a diaper like you. Okay, that's what you tell her. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you say to a kid like that, Doc, but either way, it's your fault for taking the kid to the beach. It's not the beachgoer's fault for being in beach wear at the beach. It's your fault for going to the beach and complaining about people's beach wear. You know, like that's crazy.
There are new beaches now.
These aren't new beaches for
Hey, Jeff.
kids, Doc.
Hey, Bradley.
If I really
Doc.
can't make jokes like that, then I better go.
Oh, get the fuck out of here,
Okay.
Bradley.
Get out of here, Bradley.
If that's too inappropriate, I mean, it was just a silly joke. Had a bad day and just wanted to joke around. No,
Well, you could
well,
I
joke.
wasn't
We're
offended.
discovering the lines as we go.
Well,
I said that was just a joke. I mean,
I know,
like,
but
well,
even,
go,
even
Bradley,
with
go.
jokes, there's lines. At least on this channel, according to YouTube.
Doc, were you offended by that?
No, I'm not. I'm not offended. I'm not offended. I'm offended by the fucking antlers, but no, I wasn't offended by it. I'm playing.
You
with
know
it.
what? I do take them off
No, you don't get to take them. I'm
briefly. Yeah,
only.
out of respect. It's like tipping your hat. And
Out
taking
of
your
it
hat
looks
off, your
even
shoes
worse.
with those
It
weird
looks
people that
even
let you take their
worse
shoes
now
off
that
in
he's
their house.
shirtless and
Jeff,
antlerless.
this is your house,
It
and
looks
you
like
don't
a
get to
fucking
But
naked
I like to
pale
spread the
fucking
respect around and
deer.
give you your little share of it. So
It doesn't, Jeff.
I do sometime
A
without the
furless
animals.
deer
Let me
that's
let you in
waiting
on a
to
whole
get
thing. It
shot
doesn't
by a
bother
bow and
me.
arrow.
Like
He's
I'm just
begging to get
I'm
shot
breaking
by
your
a bow
balls.
and arrow. He's
Doesn't bother me. I
albino
don't care you
deer.
wear
Nobody
handlers. I don't care if you
That's
don't.
some pretty sturdy balls.
He's like, please shoot
He's
me.
been doing it for a week.
Whoa!
Not really. You just pulled them
Whoa.
off. You dropped Bradley for saying, what'd you say? A raging penis joke or some
Yeah,
shit?
because they called a hard on a rager, so it's just so.
Fuck would you
Look,
say
we're
that?
on
Like
good
a raging
night.
hard on.
What are you out of here?
Raging
Yeah, I hope you all
Cajun.
have a good night. I better go. So I'll see you later.
Bradley,
Jesus,
out of here.
Because your joke
Wow.
didn't land like you expected.
I don't care if it doesn't land. If you're gonna kick me out for that, this is
You
not the place.
guys like really know each other?
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't like being kicked
Not
out.
any more than I know any of you.
Well, has Bradley been here a bunch?
Bradley, you're welcome to stay, but you know that every time you push the lines here, you're taking a risk, and you've got to be prepared at any time.
That's the thing.
There's
Well,
I can't like lay
You're
out
ballless.
the lines for you clearly.
Well, I wouldn't consider that pushing the lines. That's the point I'm making. So
Okay, well then, now you know how to do your channel.
peace and
Oh.
love.
Hey,
Peace
look.
and love. Have a good night.
You take care, man. You take care. You take care.
Shirtless
Alright.
Gen X Jeffrey's
Talking
the
about
bitch.
people are always saying how I'm being manipulated. I know
You
all
are.
this shit. Does it ever work?
Who are you being manipulated by?
You just tried to manipulate him into how he should do his channel, Gen X Jeffrey. You were like, hey, well, then I know how to do, they should do their channel or whatever. Like, kind of like you were like, hey, well, I know the right way to do it or whatever. And the guy's like, okay, well, then we're just not agreeing. Peace and love, goodbye. And Gen X Jeffrey's like, I'm offended that you got offended by that. And he's gonna be the victim because reasons, you know. Fuck it.
Bradley just tried to do my channel a certain way.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, he wanted you to not worry about. Oh, I see where you're coming from. I didn't really pick up on it. I just thought I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right. Shit. You know, I got to tell you, I just don't care enough to pick up on certain people. You know, like I said, he
Of
comes by
course.
my spot. He tells corny jokes. It's some of them are funny because they're stupid. Other ones, you
Well,
know.
he's a shock jock though, so he likes to push and see how far he can go before something happens. But then if you're going to be that, own it, and you can't whine and cry about it when you cross somebody's line and something happens.
I want you guys to keep this in mind. I have it on very good authority that Gen X Jeffrey rocks back and forth on a dildo chair. A chair with a strap-on suction dildo stuck to it, right? He occasionally, if you notice, he'll occasionally grab something and squeeze it behind him, and I'm thinking that's some kind of lube or something. But occasionally he'll grab something and squeeze it behind him, kind of near his butt area, and then he'll just put it away or whatever. I'm thinking it's lube because then he'll be kind of like, and then he'll kind of be back to lubing again and rocking and doing his thing again, you know? And I'm thinking his lube runs out or whatever. But this guy's definitely doing some kind of tantric butt pleasure dildo chair thing while he's doing these other things. He's shirtless, he's dildo chairing it. I mean, like, what more can YouTube allow at this point? That's crazy. This guy's literally butt sexy himself while he's live streaming. That's just, I mean, we've seen it with AC, Authority Check, Leonard De Leon, Authority Check. We've seen it with him. He butt dildoed himself to a chair and live streamed it probably dozens, maybe 100 times or more. And nobody caught wind. He's just like ha 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 ha, just rocking back in his chair like a maniac while he was dildo buddying himself the whole time. It's crazy that you know we're seeing it again, Gen X Jeffrey. And now that we know what's actually happening, because we've seen it with Authority Check, Leonard De Leon, we've seen this with him. It's a dildo on a chair. And they're just butt sexing themselves to gain pleasure while they're actually communicating with us. Can you imagine if I was sitting here jacking it while I'm slowly like talking to people about their everyday things or random ass YouTube drama? It'd be like, yeah, Thumper, go ahead and get him. You don't got to give fucking David that money for his bumper sticker. Fuck him. Like fucking jacking or something, like just off of YouTube drama. That's what Gen X Jeffrey does. That's what Leonard De Leon does, Authority Check. That's what he does. They get off physically and sexually off of some of this YouTube stuff. Some of it, not all of it, but some of it. There's a part of it, and there's a part of it that would be normal, because there's a normal part where you could get sexually into some stuff. One time, Lauren sent me a picture of her bush, and that was amazing. There was glorious I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, the internet kind of lagged out there as I explained that. I'm back. Sorry, the internet kind of lagged out there as I explained that. Where am I getting that feedback? Sorry, the internet. I gotta work on this. Give me a second. Where am I getting that feedback? Sorry, the internet. All right, is this better or worse? Okay, it's better because I'm not getting the feedback. Is better or worse? Oh my god, it's worse. Oh, shit. Okay, it's better because I'm not getting the feedback. Is better or worse? Oh my god, it's worse. Shit. Okay, it's better because I'm not getting the feedback. Worse. Oh my god, it's worse. Shit. It's better because I'm not getting the feedback. Worse. Oh my god, it's worse. Shit. Why is it not going to my headphones? Are they not plugged in already? Oh my god. Why is it not going to my headphones? Are they not plugged in already? Maybe it's because the freaking speakers are on. Maybe they should. Are they not plugged in already? Maybe it's because the freaking speakers are on. Maybe it's because the freaking speakers are on. How's that back feeding? I'm dealing with like technological stuff on my end here. I'm dealing with like technological stuff on my end here. I'm dealing with like technological stuff on my end here. Oh lordy, I don't know why the freaking things kept ringing. Like there was like a feedback loop, and I couldn't stop it. I don't know why the freaking I didn't stop it still. Like there was like a feedback loop. Okay, I think I stopped. Oh my gosh, it was because the phone was next to the thingy over there, and I left it like on. I guess and it was next to the speaker. And the speaker was just feeding back into it, and it was just creating the screeching sound. And I couldn't understand what was creating the screeching sound. And it was just like a little speaker on my phone making a noise, and the noise is getting picked up into the microphone. And then it was part of the video I was currently playing. So it fed into it every time I talked, it would feed into it, and it just created this feedback loop of screeching and craziness, which I don't know what the fuck it was. But it was screechy. It was like a pterodactyl or something. Good times. Good times. It's usually when the show ends. This would be a good time to actually end it. How much beer do I have? I got enough beer to just watch a little bit more of this. Now that I fixed it, we could watch more of this stupid Gen X Jeffrey shit. Oh my god, that was so annoying. That was like, you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? And you just do that. Flip around. Flip. Mike, that's funny. I can't believe Doc was up there for hours. Doc was up there for hours. Oh, Mike and Doc. Mike and Doc are up there. Mike and Doc. Mike and Doc. Mike and Doc. Oh, Mike and Doc. Mike and Doc. Mike and Doc. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on, Lanny. Come on, Lanny. You really want to do it, Lanny? Fuck around and meet Mike. Lanny's nasty. Oh, you can't even see what I'm looking at. I'm sorry. You can't even see what I'm looking at. I added Mike added to the
Not at
stage.
Lenny.
Mike,
Sorry,
Mike, you said you were
I'm
cool
all
with me. I'm not dissing you,
responding.
man.
I'm not,
No, no.
Lenny. It's fun. We're just joking.
There we
We're
go.
just
It's
joking.
Mike,
That's
Mike
bullying when they start
Murdoch
beating up
and
on somebody and say, "We're just
I'll
having
stop.
fun."
somebody
Well, I didn't,
named
Jeff.
Larry.
I didn't beat up on him. I'm joking. I'm joking around.
You did
That's all.
kind of.
I feel
Yeah.
like I'm bigger than you because my picture's bigger than you, and my
You scratched and clawed a little bit.
Yeah. So Lenny, do you feel
Like a
superior
kitty,
in your
kitty
garage?
cat.
Do you feel superior?
and I got like
What's
the green mohawks above me, so I kind of
Oh,
feel.
yeah.
Lenny, do you have like a supercar, like a really fast like Camaro or something in there? What's going on in there?
I drive a truck.
I love trucks, dude. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? Like growing up, I always had like cheap cars, and then once I started making money, I always had like sports cars. But Lenny, when you get a truck, when you become a truck guy, you could never leave a truck. Like it's truck after truck after truck.
If you're in a
Yeah.
car, you feel like you're in a go-kart actor. If you're in a truck, you
Yeah,
feel like you're in a
you're right. You're right. I've had 3 F-150s in a row. I love Ford F-150s. Best truck in the world. Go ahead.
Hey, Mike, what happened? What happened last night with all the?
Sure. So I tried it. I actually talked to one of my friends, and he said there was a random shooting, but I didn't get the particulars yet. Not yet.
Oh wow!
What'd you
Yeah.
do?
There was
We had
he was
11
on stream, and all of a sudden there were all these cop cars and cop lights in his neighborhood.
Did you help him,
Something
Mike?
had happened.
Mike, what'd you do?
Mike got
He was in the
busted.
No, there was a shooting like a block away. So I haven't got the particulars on it yet, but there was like 9 or 10 gunshots.
Did
Were in
you
the
get
bushes at the
Yeah,
their
time?
on
10
stream,
fork
live on
USL?
I look
stream.
more lighty.
Were you in the bushes at the time of the shooting?
Yeah, he was in the bush. He was on.
I
here.
was safe in the bush. So what I did was I fell back into the bushes, so I was completely camouflaged. Like no one could see me, so I was completely safe.
Did the
You
Homer
weren't armed at
Simpson?
the time.
Jeff, do you have no shirt on?
Yeah, today's shirtless.
Oh my god, that would be a good meme right there. He'll be like, I sank into the bushes so nobody saw me. And you guys put Mike Cerrone's face on Homer, the Homer meme where Homer sinks into the bushes. He just goes backwards into the bushes until he disappears into the bushes. But you do Mike Cerrone's face right there with the timing. Those are the kind of jokes Ham Banana would make if I were willing to take my time to make a video for you guys. But I'm not lately. So you got live streams, you got live jokes, deal with it. Or don't. You don't have to. You guys can subscribe. I don't care either way. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna do the show either way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do the show either way. That's what I always do. That's what I always do. People leave, people go, people die, and I keep doing the show. So that's what we're gonna do. We're always gonna do the show. That's the plan. 20-year plan, baby. We have a 20-year plan, and we're only a few years in. It's slightly ahead of plan, actually. I mean, honestly, if I'm being dead ass honest, we're ahead of schedule. So I mean, just being dead ass honest, we're ahead of schedule. People don't like the results so far, but on my schedule and the things I'm supposed to be able to do, the things I was supposed to learn, I pretty much did all of them right away. I learned all of them right away. Now I need to perfect a lot of them, but I did all of them right away. Learned how to do all the skills for the 20-year plan pretty much instantly. So the 20-year plan is still the plan. we got a lot of this in front of us, you guys. We got a lot of this in front of us still. So you can like it, not like it, but I mean, if you're a watcher of it, it's gonna be here for a long time. A pretty damn long time. It's not gonna end pretty soon. This is gonna go on for quite the years and years and years and years. Sadly, because this is our job. This is part of my job. Even when I get rich off of crypto and all these things in the future, like when I have a house and all these things, everything's going good, I'm still going to be making YouTube videos. This is a big part of my future. And it's going to secure my future because I get paid for every video I put out, even the shorts. So, every video I put out when I'm chilling at my house in the future, daily making shorts, making videos or whatever, it's gonna be good money, and there is a plan for the future of YouTube success. Now, is YouTube success what I'm hoping for? Not necessarily. I'm hoping for more practical things, but if I was wishing or dreaming for something, it would be YouTube success, because that would be a big access to money and financial gains. That's just not the situations we have right now. I'm rambling because I'm drunk. I will play the video. I know we got this shirtless fucking Satanist over here. We got fucking Mike who does blood magic with other Satanists. So now you're hanging out with a shirtless Satanist, Mike, and you do blood magic with another Satanist. I'm not a judgmental guy though, Mike, because I do a lot of stupid shit too. So I mean, I'm not saying this is stupid. I'm just saying Gen X Jeffrey's stupid. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is Gen X Jeffrey's stupid. That's all I'm trying to say here.
Let's Dave. Yeah, we've had a couple of takers. We have.
Jeff, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, he's got his titties out and everything. Look at him.
Holy shit!
Put
Dude.
them away, bro. Put them away.
They got hair on them.
Yeah, don't yours.
So Jeff, if you're gonna lactate, do you shave them before you lactate?
We talked about male lactation earlier, funnily enough. I don't know, because I don't lactate, and I've never tried to make myself lactate, and I don't have a impulse or urge to lactate.
Come on, just give us some.
Well, I have two sons' mothers, two different sons' mothers, and they both breastfed. So yes, they did like breastfeed, and even like a year or two after they breastfeed, they still leak. If you know what I'm talking about.
The girl does not. It's not the kids, though. Not the.
No, it's the girl. It's the girl. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. Yeah.
They still leak, if you know what I'm talking about. Are you talking about her pussy or her titties? At that point, I mean, like, you're like, if you know what I'm talking about, you're like, well, I thought we were talking about her titties, but now you're throwing like, so we're like, are we still talking about her titties? Because that's what I'm assuming is still leaking. I mean, if something else is leaking, that's probably a problem. There's probably a problem at the post office or something, you never know, she's still leaking.
It's natural, man. It's nice. It's lovely. It's lovely. You don't like them big mammary glands leaking with the little bubbles on them? They got little bubbles, little milk bubbles.
What?
Nah. The milk's gone sour, Lenny. The milk's gone sour. I'm good. I'll take whole milk over that any day. I'm good.
Nah, it's good for you, man. It gives you it's extra testosterone in you, man. It gets you fucking strong.
So Mike said he'd rather suck milk out of a cow than suck milk out of a woman's titty. Let that sink in. Just a heads up, Mike. I mean, but to be fair, I mean, I don't know. I don't know because I mean, only an adult woman can make titty milk, and I feel like if an adult woman tries to offer me some titty milk, I might try it. I mean, like, but she'd have to be my wife. Just kidding. No, I'm just joking. But still, like, damn, titty milk.
So Lenny, does all your swag? So Lenny, are you saying that all your
Wait,
swag?
you back on Lenny? What happened?
No, I'm asking. I'm
What
asking
the
Lenny. All your
fucking
swag
Lenny?
in life comes from breast milk. So you're saying that you drink breast milk, and that gives you all of your Lenny swag. Because Lenny's a swag. Lenny's a swag master.
Bro,
He is.
you and
He's a swag
Lenny,
master.
you and Lenny
You know,
look like
Lenny
twins.
looks at a woman. If Lenny looks at a
and
woman
Lenny
directly in
look
her
like
eyes, she
twins.
gets pregnant. Is that true, Lenny?
Yeah, I mean, I try and keep them back a little because I'm married, but it can happen. It happened. It's happened before.
Yeah, they're all married, Mike. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, but it can happen. It's happened before. Are you saying you like cheated on your wife, Lenny? You're like, yeah, but it can happen. It's happened before. Look at Mike's face. Look at Mike's face. Mike, like, look at how happy Mike is. Look at Mike's face on this screenshot. You will never see Mike this happy. Oh my god, he's like, did this guy just say he cheated on his wife before? Um, like he's like, yeah, it happens. It happened before, And he's like, you're a married man. You emphasized that earlier, but now you're talking about like you did this before. It's like you cheated on your wife before, and look at Mike. Mike's like, fuck yeah, horrible. Horrible
I
and
can't say
delicious.
it's been a bit of an issue, you know what I mean, when I go out, but
yeah, you cheat on your wife, you fucking
It's all good.
stay in my garage. That's why I hide in my garage.
That's it. That's it. It's like
Back a little because I'm
So basically he cheated on his wife and now he has to hide in the garage. He's lucky to be in the garage because he's a cheating piece of shit.
married, but it can happen. It happened. It's happened before.
Yeah, they're all married,
Hold
Mike.
on. Let's go back a little bit. Here we go.
gives you all of your Lenny swag. Because Lenny's a swag. Lenny's a swag master. He is. He's swag master.
Piece of shit, apparently.
You know,
Yeah.
Lenny looks at a woman. If Lenny looks at a woman directly in her eyes, she gets pregnant. Is that true, Lenny?
Yeah, I mean, I try and keep them back a little because I'm married, but it can happen. It happened. It's happened before.
Yeah, they're all married, Mike.
It happened. It's happened before.
I can't say it's been a bit of an issue, you know what I mean, when I go out, but
yeah, it's
try
all
and
good.
stay in my garage. That's why I hide in my garage.
That's it.
How I hear something?
Yeah,
It's been a bit of an issue, you know what I mean, when I go out, but
when I go out, it's been a bit of an issue when I go out. So when he goes out, he cheats on his wife, and it's been a bit of an issue. And now he sits in the garage. Good old Lanny being in the garage because he cheats on his fucking wife too much, and now he can't stand to look at her or her fucking kids that he probably had with her. He just hangs out in the garage all day because, he cheated on her. And that's his life now. Go, Lanny.
yeah, it's all good.
Weirdo. This guy's a weirdo.
That's it. That's it. It's like Lenny's hoe garage. It's like I said, hoe garage on the outside of the garage. It's like Lenny's harem. He's like a harem of women in his garage. Lenny, are there any migrants locked in your garage? Any migrants?
damn no, man. You gotta send that. I go to Guantanamo.
Mike, what happened on Chaotix tonight?
Oh, dude, it was wild. Dude, I jumped off because it was getting so crazy. I had to jump off. It was, dude, whoa.
Is that where you came from?
Yeah, I was over there for a little bit.
Chaotic
That
cruise?
energy.
Chaotic
Yeah,
cruise?
it was, dude, it was wild. It was wild.
You
It
came to
was
my
crazy.
channel one time years ago before you got all
Yeah.
big.
Well, Doc, jump,
Chaotic.
Doc. If I'm there, jump on. I'll vouch for you. I'll get you to come up.
No, that's your
It, dude,
show.
yeah,
I've seen you there. I've
it's
seen you there.
crazy.
Everybody knows Mike over there. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy up there, dude. We're up there yelling and screaming and laughing. It's funny because a lot of people on Chaotix, like General Dave and like a lot of us will fight, but we're doing it on purpose for content. Like we actually like each other. We're doing it for like content. That's all we're doing. And then at the end of the day, we flip it and we start talking chill. People are like, "What? Damn! I thought you guys hated each other." No, we don't hate each other. It's just this content. It's just content. That's all it is.
No,
But
rock
Jeff,
out, Mike, do you?
yeah, but Jeff, I'm getting Buffalo Bill vibes with the silk, with the silk thing.
Me? We're from me?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Like you would tie me up and go, "Do you think I'm sexy? Do you think I'm sexy?" Like I don't know, dude. Yeah, it's
Not making him smell his fingers.
Yo, Doc, stop it, Doc, stop. Doc is one of the biggest ball busters out here. It's awesome. But go ahead. I'll stop talking. Go ahead, gentlemen. I'll stop. Go ahead.
Nah, it's a.
I'd be like, please
Waffles,
keep,
ain't gonna
please
chime
keep
in here?
talking.
Yeah, let's see what you got, Waffles.
Can't believe I.
Lanny, how
lost
you
a
Lanny the
whole
land
4
baron?
ounces of that
Fucking
thing.
bad.
damn.
Grandma, that thing. I mean,
You.
freaking.
But why? Because of his taxes?
He's a son of my bitch. He's Canadian. The fuck? No, I'm just playing with you, man.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, can
God
you sing the whole
save
thing?
the queen.
We stand on guard for thee.
Big old queen titty.
True patriot love. That's us.
Lenny,
man. You guys,
Lenny, were you in the Canadian Army?
yeah, we
Mike,
No.
you did good for a little while with this not talk, like shutting
No,
up.
I'm asking. I didn't know if you were military. I'm just asking if you were
But now
military
we're
because
back on Lenny.
because my son worked.
Did he just say, Mike, you did good with the like shutting up and not talking? Is that what he said? Like, I mean, even for a shirtless Gen X Jeffrey, that's pretty ballsy to be like, Mike, you did a good job with the like shutting the fuck up and not talking. Keep doing that, okay? Is what you should have said. You should have been like, keep doing that, okay? Just keep shutting the fuck up and not talking, because I'm talking right now, motherfucker. Like, I don't know, it'd be crazy. Dude, you do it the way you do it, Jeffrey. I can't coach you through everything. You gotta make it your own. You gotta add your own spice to it.
The son of my bitch. He's Canadian. The fuck? No, I'm just playing with you, man.
Oh, Canada.
Canadians, huh?
Yeah, can
God
you sing the whole
save
thing?
the queen.
The fucking Canadians, huh?
We stand on guard for thee.
And we will kill.
True patriot love. That's us.
Lenny, were you in the Canadian Army?
Yeah,
mind your
Mike,
business. Mind your own
you
business.
did good for a little while with this not talk, like shutting
No,
up.
I'm asking. I didn't know if you were military. I'm just asking if you were military because because my son works in Canada and he works with the military. I just didn't know if you were Canadian military. I'm just asking. That's all. I'm asking. That's all.
Your son's in
I was
Canada?
supposed to get in the military. My parents tried to put me in the military when I was like 16 because they thought I was.
What do you say? What do you say?
No, I'm asking. I didn't know if you were military. I'm just asking if you were military because because my son works in Canada and he works with the military. I just didn't know if you were Canadian military. I'm just asking.
So your son's working in Canada, meaning your son lives in Canada now, Mike Cerrone? You're saying your son lives in Canada, basically? Either that or he travels to Canada on business sometimes. But most likely, if he works in Canada, he probably lives in Canada. So you're telling me your son just lives in Canada now? Is that Dominic or is that Jack Talcott's kid? I forget. I know one of them's named Nicholas and one's named Dominic, but I don't know whose kid's whose. It doesn't matter either way, but I mean, they both said their kids' names. It's not like I'm exposing their names. I just forget their fucking names because they're not important to me.
Asking. That's all. I'm asking. That's all.
No, I was supposed to get in the military. My parents tried to put me in the military when I was like 16 because they thought I was a bit of a rabble rouser.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they tried to put me in there, and I was right before 9/11. So it was a good thing I didn't get accepted. Well, I didn't necessarily.
How does that work? They drop you off at the military and say
No,
take
they
it?
were trying. They made me. I went to like the recruitment thing. I signed the papers, and then I was like, maybe I can be in the Air Force or something. They're like, you're too dumb to be in the Air Force. So then I was like, I don't want to be in the fucking infantry. I don't want to. Well, no,
They said that to you, dude. They said that to you.
Oh, bless his
The
heart.
military. My parents said that to me. My parents told me I was too.
Oh, your parents.
So they would
okay,
know
that's
best.
even worse. Your parents
That
told
is
you you were
worse.
too dumb
That's
to be in the
actually
Air
so
Force?
much worse because they would
Well, they
know
probably
better.
thought that wasn't a good route. They thought I should go to the area where
Well,
you're just
dude,
shooting
my
at
mother
people.
told me
I was
she
like, I don't want
hated
to
me
shoot
and
at
everything.
people. So I didn't want to be in like any kind of
You're gonna
infantry
give
kind of
Lord
deal. So I
Doc
was like, yeah,
flashbacks
maybe it's
about
not for
how
me
his
because I
mom
was
hated
a bit
him.
of a hippie kind of. You know what I mean?
You know,
But
she
I got
smacked me on Christmas morning. And that fucked up.
Wait, what happened?
What'd you do?
My mother,
You're
she
giving
smacked me
Lord
on
Doc
Christmas morning.
flashbacks.
What'd you do?
What the
Did you
hell?
How
deserve
old
it?
were you?
I don't.
You guys are giving Lord Doc flashbacks of his mother trauma. Let's go back a bit. Okay, this is funny and sad in a way. Because Lord Doc has mother issues. Apparently around Christmas time, she smacked him. But this is something he's went on about before. His mother was abusive, hateful, and basically she would have basically aborted him at 6 or 10 weeks or even like 4 months if she could have without getting in trouble, but she couldn't. And for the rest of that time, she just told Doc how she was better off if she wouldn't have had him, which is semi true, but also not true in a way because it's like, bitch, if you didn't have me, you'd probably fuck around and have another kid, you stupid bitch. You didn't learn your lesson with me, you would just have another kid and learn your lesson there the next day or the next time you fuck a random dude without wearing a condom or whatever, you nasty bitch. I don't know. But either way, I'm gonna keep picking at my thumb. I keep getting dry skin. I don't know what it is. That's why I'm picking at. It's like dry skin. Like it builds up like not so much on this side, but like here a little bit, and then like just on my nails, like a little dry skin, little like the geese. I get them with the little hangnail clipper thingy. I guess the hangnails clips them up real quick. But getting dry skin, you guys, is my point. Also, what were we saying? Something about Lord Doc. I forget what it was, but I think it was hitting home about his psychology, his mentality. Oh, it was something about his mother issues. He has the mother issues. Lord Doc has crazy mother issues, you guys. So these are important. I know that I'm rambling, but if you do want to be good at your job and good at what we're doing here, pay attention to the things Lord Doc is saying, the emotions he's expressing, and the way they're influencing his behavior, even to date. He's referencing something from so far in his childhood to something so current in his actual life that is not even related. He has such trauma he's recollecting and bringing up, feeling the need to bring up. Because if he brought this up like 14, 15 times already, he wouldn't feel the need to keep bringing it up, He'd feel like the deed was done. It was already talked about enough, I think. But he hasn't talked enough. Lord Doc needs therapy, and we are the YouTube therapists.
He
I don't want
hated
to
me
shoot
and
at
everything.
me. So I didn't want to be in like any kind of infantry kind of deal. So I was like, yeah,
Oh.
maybe it's not for me because I was a bit of a hippie kind of, you know what I mean?
You know,
But
she
I got
smacked me on
Can
Christmas
hear you.
morning,
Oh,
and that fucked up.
wait, what happened?
What'd you
My
do?
mother, she smacked me on Christmas morning.
What'd you do?
What the
Did you
hell-
How
deserve
old
it?
were you?
I don't think I deserved it.
No,
It was
no
like
kid did. No, you
9.
absolutely didn't. I don't even know what
Did you
happened. and
deserve
didn't
it?
How old
I
were you?
fucking I opened up all the Christmas presents
Oh,
and I took
So you deserved it. So she smacked you because you ruined Christmas for all the other kids and everybody else in your family. The parents, her, everybody else in the family, you ruined Christmas for them. So she smacked you. You deserved it. You fucking deserved it. You whiny little bratty fucking kid. You know? Like, I'd say you deserve to be smacked at that point. You ruined Christmas for everybody that Christmas. Smack.
like I got all these games and shit. I took them all out and then I put old games in it and then wrapped it
How
back
dare you
up.
be excited? How dare you be excited for the presents that you were gonna get?
Yeah,
not-
but dude, I do gotta say that's the problem with this generation.
what did
is
you
with the
do?
kids,
Like,
a lack
this
of
does
ass
sound a
whooping.
little. What did you do with
You
them?
left parts out.
Like,
You left
so
parts
on
out.
Christmas morning, everyone opened up old toys.
I was disappointed as fuck. Well, no, my own shit. I
Did
didn't
she
take
take them
them out.
away from you?
So what
she
did you
take
do with the
away-
new stuff in the meantime? Were they hiding?
No, my mother was old school, dude. You got a beating. Dude.
Yeah, you opened your presents
after-
early. You should have got beat.
Yep.
No, I'm not
yeah,
saying
did
she
she-
was
yeah.
wrong. I'm just saying.
No, she wasn't
Smacks
wrong.
on
Did she take
fucking
them away?
Christmas
She
morning.
wasn't
But you
wrong.
said you didn't deserve it, and I don't.
I
think,
don't.
I
what do
don't
you
think
mean?
you deserve.
No,
to
you
get
said
beat
I
over
didn't
that.
deserve it, dude.
You did deserve it. You did deserve it. You ruined Christmas for a lot of people, including yourself. You deserve to get smacked that time. And it wasn't because you deserve to get hit or hurt. It's just because you caused your mother such frustration when she went out of her way to plan a Christmas for you, for your siblings, for your friends, for your family, for anyone she knew and cared about and loved enough to give them a card or anything, just a present under a tree, just something. You went and ruined all that. So you deserve to get smacked. Even if you just ruined your own presence. I mean, you kind of still deserve to get smacked because it's either that or tell you, to be like, well, either I'm going to smack you and you're still going to believe in Santa Claus, or I'm going to be like, okay, you're a grown ass motherfucking man now. You want to behave like an adult. Well, then the Santa Claus figure isn't real. It's a whole thing we've been doing ever since you've been a kid. Life is a lie. Ha 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 ha. Like just kind of ruin their childhood, end their childhood there. I mean, like, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like there's a lot of trauma with Doc's childhood. I know we're very good psychologists / interrogations detectives. So we will get to the bottom of it. I didn't think Doc was going to be back on my radar, but he happens to be everywhere I want to be or whatever. And that is eventually meaning I got to jump on him. So he's going to be where I am pretty soon. Not pretty soon, maybe in a year or so, maybe in a year and a half. Me and Doc are going to be on the same panel somewhere. Wherever our new homes are, wherever we're hanging out at those days. And we're going to have to talk, and it's going to be weird. Because I mean, me and Doc talking is going to be weird. He doesn't know why he's mad at me. He just knows he doesn't like me. He's like, I don't like the way you talk, or I don't like the way you look. And he knows those aren't valid arguments. So he stays away from me because he's like, I just don't like you. And I don't got valid reasons not to like you. So I stay away from you. because you're weird and you're different than me. And it's like, yeah, it's because I knock you the fuck out, Lord God. That's the difference, though. That's the difference. Like, one of us might be weird, and that weirdness, I'll still knock you the fuck out, Lord. So I mean, like, hey, we're different, but I'm again, even with Jesse, I was the dominant. Even with David and Thumper, I'm always the dominant. Obviously, I always run shit. I'm the boss, and if your boss's boss is telling you to do something, come on, you just, sheesh. But always the boss. If I'm not the boss, I told you guys this before with Joey Amico. I told Joey, I was like, dude, we could play a game or whatever, but you want to be the boss. If I'm not the boss, I really don't want to play the game. I mean, I can. It's just like usually I just wouldn't even accept the game if I'm not gonna be the boss as my role in the game, So I just wouldn't accept the game or the gang or the team or whatever you call it. The game. I call it a game. You can call it a gang. You can call it a team. You can call it a game, as I do. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, either way, I just Anyway, back to the things. I'm always rambling. That's why I love when I drink. I just ramble. I talk a lot, and that's pretty much the whole show. That's why you pay for Banana rather than the other guys, so you get to hear me talk a lot. Probably, probably not for so much of this. Whoever it is. Actually, you guys probably do want to see Mike Cerrone versus Lord Doc, because I do too. Actually.
I deserved a whole shitload. I burnt down a whole bunch of shit before. I fucking was in trouble for extortion in 8th grade. Like
Oh my God, like from the cops?
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
What were you doing in 8th grade?
Through the Almax. We had Almax in Providence. You guys remember Almax?
No.
Stop and Shop? No, you guys want to supermarkets?
Nope.
Me and a buddy ran up there and threw a bucket of rocks through the fucking windows up there. Fucking cop team for that, yeah.
Yeah,
I brought a handgun, a BB gun that looked like exactly like a handgun replica in grade 8. And then my buddy, who looked like a gangster, he pulled it out on a fucking a shopkeeper. And then that guy called the cops, and they got arrested and shit. So
he's lucky he didn't get killed.
Where were the dads or the fathers?
That was a big thing growing up in New York. Growing up in New York, guns were illegal unless you were law enforcement. But people got replica guns. The replicas that fire blanks, and people would rob people with replica guns. So that was a big issue growing up. Yeah.
Where was y'all's dads?
I would never rob anybody with a
replica. No, I didn't. I'm saying, but people would do that. People would rob people with replica guns.
What would you do if you had to shoot?
Right? What's the point of robbing somebody with a replica gun? That's crazy. You might have to actually kill somebody when you're robbing them. Like, that's the crazy part, is when you rob somebody, you don't want to kill them, probably, most likely, because like you're just after the money, right? But if they do resist too much, or if they become a threat, then you do have to probably shoot them. And some people, if you're trained like a cop, you just aim center mass. So you just shoot somewhere in the circle area. And for most humans, if you get shot somewhere right in the circle area, let's say you're probably going to hit either your lungs or maybe even your kidneys, or if you go a little lower, maybe your gut or something, like if you go higher, you'll be definitely your lungs up here. But yeah, like there's a lot of shit, that you can hit center mass, and it's just like if you're a bad aim, you aim center mass. If you're like me, you just aim for the forehead or something. Be like pop pop, just like maybe pop pop pop. But I mean, even then, I would just honestly do pop pop and go for the head. But I don't know. Like I don't know because I know the training is like pop pop pop. You know, kind of like maybe like one or two at the head and then one in the chest, or one in the head and two in the chest, something like that. Just now and then. I don't know, or maybe just like that's something I would do with the gun in Call of Duty is I would aim center mass and pull up, and I would always end up with like one or two in the chest and then two in the head, and it would be a kill shot. And I think the gun ended up being overpowered because of the M16 4 burst. It was fucking awesome.
I had a stepdaddy. But
Classic.
you had a regular dad, Jeff, and you turned out gay and stuff?
No, I
Come on, I'm
didn't. I
serious.
did not.
My
I was in the
liver.
same situation.
You turned out gay. Like, what is
Plenty
wrong?
of people grow up
Is
without
that
parents.
actually like you actually?
Jeff, you abomination,
girl?
Jeff.
How
Throw
you
holy
doing?
water on
No,
Jeff.
no,
Burn
I
him.
did
Burn
it.
Jeff with holy water.
I just found like a lot of you, if you pull a lot of gay people, usually they didn't have their dads around. That's all.
That's not true. That's not true. I have. Okay, so Lenny, I have gay family members. We
I
come.
think
No,
I
Lenny,
still
we
live
come.
with
No,
gay.
hear me out. Hear me out. We come from a very strong family, a strong Sicilian family, and we have family members that are homosexual. But no, the family structure was there. It's up to the person what their likes and what their dislikes are. It has nothing to do with the family structure. If someone is gay, then they're gay. It doesn't have anything to do with missing a family member. I'm just telling you in my life experience. I'm not, but I have family members that are. But no, it wasn't the absence of a father or a mother. The family structure is strong in our family. Go ahead.
No, totally not fully.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I find that in a high percentage that it can be from like a child trauma where stuff like that, where it ends up switching someone. But there are people that are definitely born in a way where they have
You gotta have been
Right.
born, dude. You gotta have been
So
born.
Lenny, are you the kind of person that equates? Are you the kind of person that equates homosexuality to physical abuse? Because that's not. There's no proven factor with abuse. Some people are born, Lenny. Some people are born different. Some people like different things. And
yeah.
as a Catholic, as a Roman Catholic, my whole life we were always taught, "Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, those people are horrible." And then as I got older, I learned I'm no one to judge anybody. And that's why I'm friends with Jeff and other people that may be of that persuasion, because I am no one to judge anybody. Jeff is one of my greatest YouTube friends, and he has a different lifestyle. Lenny, all I'm trying to say is I don't think Jeff is. I don't, Lenny. I don't. Just hear me out. I don't think Jeff is the way he is from any kind of past trauma. I think Jeff is the way he is because that's what he enjoys. That's what he likes. And I don't judge him. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. Go ahead.
All right. If I'm going to judge for a second, though, when did you figure out that you like dudes more than you liked girls? Like, was it just automatic as like young
kind of
boy?
it kind of was always there, but during puberty is when
Really?
it like all like made sense and came together.
Yeah.
So, but and then after that, I can look back and see all the little times it was there. I just didn't know what it was called.
So after puberty, you decided you're gonna take your shirt off on live stream, be on the dildo chair rocking back and forth with antlers on your headphones. You're just gonna be like ripped out, like like hair out, all kinds of crazy shit, just like rocking back and forth like this. This is me. I'm Gen X Jeffrey. I rock on a dildo chair. I'm gay. And I like Satan. Watch my channel. Like it's cool, but whatever. I mean, like I'm sure that again though. That's probably why you're taking your shirt off now, trying to get Mike to stay up there longer. If you take your shirt off, of course, Mike's gonna get hot and horny. He's not gonna want to get off your channel. He's gonna keep watching. Just joking. I don't know if he does or not. I don't think he will.
Oh, until puberty. But it all happened internally with myself. There was nobody around me.
What was your childhood?
I didn't even know what it was when it happened. There was nobody to talk to
When you
nobody
watch
around.
TV as a
It was
kid,
a total
when you watch
internal
TV as a kid,
process.
You watch
what was
TV
your
as a
kind
kid.
of crushes? You watch TV as a kid. If
Oh,
you were like,
Lord,
oh, I
yeah,
want to be
skip
that
around
guy.
the. I don't
or, like,
want to know about his gay
like that
fucking
guy,
I don't
crushes and
remember
shit.
any strong crushes as a
Lord Doc
kid. I used
walked
to watch
away
the
for a
Bionic
bit. Let's
Man.
see when Lord Doc comes back.
I don't-
Let's go
I
to
don't
when
know.
Lord Doc comes back. There's
metal mouth.
actually
Like he's got a metal mouth. Now she doesn't have braces, and that doesn't exist. So the scene makes zero sense. And Dolly doesn't have braces anymore. That's gone. That whole scene, that is the whole reason of the fucking movie, and her being there, doesn't exist anymore. It's gone.
He's
So if you're a
drinking
James
and
Bond
smoking
person and
like
you
I
look that
do.
up,
That's something I do all
it's
the
gone.
time. I'll drink. Like I'll
So what does that?
smoke
So what does that?
and then
So
I'll take a
so
drink of my
Lanny,
beer
does
and I'm
that?
like,
So, does that equate that we're living in a
and then,
matrix? We're living in a simulation.
I
Is
don't
that
think
what
I
you
do
think?
a
We're
lot.
all in a simulation, and it keeps changing. In other words, different dimensional
I
things.
don't think I do a lot.
It's
It's funny.
a lot of
I
it
didn't
ties
know
back
Lord
to
Doc did
CERN.
that too. That's
That
funny.
it's possibly
Me and
changing
Lord Doc got
lines,
something in common. We
we
do
can't.
that
There's
with our
smallest
weed and
things
our
that when people
drinks.
go wait, and then they go, no, it's just you're misremembering it. You don't remember it properly, like Fruit of the Loom, like Mandela, like all that shit. That it seems completely obvious, and when you go, no, I was there. I remember this. I'm not fucking retarded. It's changed and it's different. So you have to go. Where did it change? Why did it change? How did it change? Where are we? What are we? What's going on? You got to look at it a little. You don't
So Lanny, do you? So Lanny, do you think maybe we're possibly in a sleep state, like we're not even conscious sometimes, and we look at things differently,
Oh,
like we're actually
absolutely
asleep, or in
conscious.
we're actually in an actual sleep state?
Oh, we're
I'd say that's the
conscious.
problem. When you get too much into like the simulation, the quantum theory, you start to get schizophrenic and you start to be like, where am I? So you try and just be like, hey man, I'll smoke another joint and just think about it. So yeah, it's possible, but
Right.
I don't want to go too deep.
Yeah, I
But, yeah.
agree with Lenny there.
think so.
Yeah, I agree with Lenny.
But you got to
Everything
look at
Lenny
it,
said
and
is
you got to
right.
go, this isn't right, and there's something different here.
Yep. I agree with Lenny.
Yeah, I
You don't
think
wanna
there
go
is
too
something
deep.
to it. I think there is something.
Like Lenny is right. You don't want to go too deep into these fields because people are gonna call you crazy, Mike. People are gonna call you crazy. If you start talking about Schrodinger's cat, things being is and isn't, the way we all perceive things, the way we're all gonna start to seem crazy to each other because things aren't going to line up. They're not supposed to. They're like, if we do this, they're supposed to seem crazy to each other because they're not supposed to line up. That's the whole point. It's a design plan. And if we understand that whole part, then us trying to explain the whole design plan to each other really kind of falls apart in a way because we all understand the whole end goal of the design plan. And I mean, we could hopefully go on from there. I don't know. We just gotta learn what the end goal is. I assume is to eradicate all humans and create a world where basically me and my kids can survive and nobody else. But if that's not the goal, then I guess I'll allow you guys to live amongst us and you consider me and my family as peasants. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Like I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just going based off of what they set out for us in our world, our little worlds. But I do know that yeah, Lenny knows some shit. Lenny knows, and we need to we all need to heed Lenny's advice because Lenny definitely keeps answering questions like he knows too much. Yeah, in my opinion. Just saying, I feel like Lenny knows too much about what's going on right now to not be informed as much as I am, or more.
Too, the like repetition of memories, and I do think that things do change, and that could
Lenny
be
may
also
know
dipping
more
into
than I
different
know.
dimensions.
That's what I'm worried
I mean,
about,
it's
maybe.
possible. It's a theory that things keep changing, things keep evolving with different realities and different planes of consciousness. It's just a
Hey,
theory.
Mike's on the right
Just a
boat.
theory.
Mike's getting
That's
on
all.
the right boat.
Holy.
Yeah.
Where's Jeff go? I think Jeff is scared because he's looking for the interview with a vampire and he can't find it.
Lanny, I can tell you this, and people will think I'm crazy for
We
saying
lost
this,
him.
and I don't mind saying this.
This guy's drinking
There are
tea?
so many times I'm thinking of something. I'm consciously thinking of words, and then someone else will say the same words that I'm actually thinking in my mind.
You know what's funny is this happens to me all the time. The other day I was thinking of the movie Colors because my mom watched it. She watched the movie Colors, right? Randomly on YouTube. And then later on I was thinking of the song Colors, and it's from I don't know if the song's called Colors, but it's like Ice-T, I think. It's like I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath stalking, I don't know, whatever he says, I forget. But and he's like, colors, we killing each other over colors, colors. The alley gangs will never stop. We'll just keep growing over colors. I don't know how the song went. It was something like that. It was something about the LA gangs where there's the Crips and the Bloods, and the whole movie was about colors, basically. Crips and Bloods killing each other over colors and maybe drug areas. But it was colors. Anyway, the point was that song, when I saw that, well, she showed me that she was looking at the movie, and I was like, I remember that movie because I remember the part with, I think it was Damon Wayans or somebody. He's like, me and Rocket gonna pop it, and no one gonna stop it. He's like, somebody like eventually tells him, like, man, shut up, shut the fuck up, because he's back there just rapping about Rocket, and Rocket's in the front seat, so he's like, I don't know, but then yeah, I don't know. What's the point of this? Crips, Bloods, something to do with Lord Doc and maybe Gen X Jeffrey. How do we relate all this? It wasn't anything to do with Lenny, was it? Lanny still? Was I still going on about Lanny? This guy looks like a fucking Mike Cerrone. Like, this guy literally looks like a Mike Cerrone. Like, if you were gonna be like, hey, Mike Cerrone, you got a brother, it'd be fucking Lanny. It'd be like, hey, Mike, your brother Lanny's here. You guys look so much alike.
So maybe
it was kind of
maybe
funny.
the subconscious is there. In other words, you're living some kind of simulation. Maybe we can predetermine what people are going to say. Maybe we can manipulate people. Maybe we can curve what they're thinking. It's like I said, psychology is so interesting when you get into the whole paradigm of that, but it's like when we dream, like Lanny, when you have a dream and it feels so real, and you wake up tired, you wake up like with a bruise on your arm because you had a fight in your dream, right? And you'll wake up with a bruise on your arm. It's like, was that real, or was that really a dream?
Wait, what? Who the fuck goes to sleep, like, blocks a Mortal Kombat kick, gets a bruise on their arm, wakes up and has a bruise on their arm? It was like, did I dream that? I mean, I woke up with a bruise on my leg the other day, actually. Let's see if it's still there. I want to see if it's still there before I talk about it. Yeah, it's still there, kind of. Okay, so I got a bruise on my left leg thigh area. I don't know, because I don't know. Like, if I get up, I think I bump my leg on the table here. See, this is where I got the bruise right here, is like on my thigh area. And I think I bump it on the table. I could bump it here, here, here. I'm thinking so. Like, I don't think it's like most likely I got drunk and bumped into my table is what I would think with my bruise that I just have that I can't explain. The first thing I could think of is I probably bumped into my table while I was drinking or something, right? But this guy's like, no, I must have wrestled a demon last night. It kicked me in the leg, and now I got a bruise on my leg. I feel like that's a lot of, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just saying there's some valid reasons for bruises that aren't supernatural. Anyway, I get back to the video. I'm just rambling because I'm drunk again.
You want to know
Did
the
you
trick
try-
to get?
Again.
You want to know the trick to get away from that?
Go ahead.
If
The
you
optics
smoke-
are
I know
very
this is gonna
low.
sound like stupid
Don't look
pothead
at
theory.
the optics. Don't
If
look
you
at
smoke
them.
marijuana,
Don't look
your
at
dreams
the
go away.
optics. How
you
dare
cannot
you.
dream. If you're like a real
Hmm.
pothead, dreams are 90%, 99% gone. You'll just sleep.
Oh,
Sure.
Sometimes it's not good because you don't go into REM, but 100% potheads that are like real potheads, you don't dream. It's gone.
wow.
And,
That's rough.
and Lanny, I haven't been in REM. I haven't had REM sleep in so many years. I haven't had good sleep in so
How would
many
you
years.
know?
And the funny thing is, like, yeah, maybe it affects you that way, Lanny, because you're a real pothead, allegedly. You smoke weed all day, whatever. But it doesn't mean the way drugs affect you affects everybody else the same way. There might be a generalized consensus, but I would just take what he's saying right now with a grain of salt if I were you guys, because it doesn't sound right in my opinion.
Because I wake up restless.
Oh,
I
just
wake
how
up.
you feel.
That'll
Yeah,
fuck
I
you
wake
up.
up tired. I don't wake up content. I wake up angry. I wake up pissed off.
Every day.
You smoke weed?
You jack
No,
off
not at all.
sometimes?
I don't
You
do any
jack
drugs.
off?
That
You
doesn't
ever
sound
jack
like
off?
good
should
No
smoke
drugs.
weed.
Bro, like you ever just jack off sometimes just to be like, hey, I'm not gonna be full of rage and anger tomorrow, but not every day, maybe like every few weeks or every 2 weeks or something, or either that or go fuck a prostitute or something. Go fuck a prostitute every 2 weeks, Mike. You're not getting any younger. I mean, what are the chances you catching a street disease if you use a condom anyway? Come on, use a condom. What are the chances? 17. 17. Actually, the answer is 42, but we won't talk about that. We don't want to
should
talk
smoke
about
weed.
that.
Yes, you
No,
should.
I can't.
No,
I can't.
Even if it's edible.
not him.
Why? Was
Even
it
if it's
making
edibles.
paranoid?
Even if it's edibles, just try have one little
I can't-
small, like
I
a
can't
five
do it.
Push the
milligram.
drugs on
Yeah,
people.
weed's not for everybody. I mean,
Can't do it. Lanny,
Peer
the problem is
pressure,
that
peer
I
pressure.
can't surrender myself. I can't let go. And that's the biggest
Yeah.
problem is that when people will always say that you have to let go, you have to let go. And it's like someone's on a horse, right? And you have the reins in your hand. I'm just going to give you an analogy. You have the reins in your hand on a horse and you let go and you let the animal take you.
Yeah.
I
You're
can't
free.
do it.
Yeah,
I
no,
can't. I
get
can't.
it.
I'm never free.
100% what you need. What you need, not okay. If you don't want marijuana, one single mushroom trip, 1 or 2 grams.
Don't put him
I
on mushroom.
promise
Don't put
you.
the man on
I
mushrooms.
promise
Yeah.
you take 1 or 2 grams, sit
No,
by yourself.
Don't listen to it, Mike.
Maybe
Close.
Dude, Mike, you need to do this. Mike, psilocybin mushrooms, Mike Cerrone. You need like 5 grams of dried up psilocybin mushrooms. Okay? Maybe you're a bigger guy, maybe like 7 grams of psilocybin mushrooms. And the funny thing is, you can't really eat for like the whole day before you eat the mushrooms, okay? So the first time you eat when you're hungry and starving, the first thing you should be eating is these mushrooms, okay? And that means they will be effective right off the bat. They'll be effective. Everything you want to happen will happen almost immediately, even if it seems like it takes forever. It will take a normal amount of time to the rest of the world. We'll watch you freak out for a bit and then you'll be back to normal. Yeah, don't be afraid. Just if you're gonna do it, do it. And if you're not gonna do it, just fucking get off the pot because you're wasting time.
No, it's okay. It's all
Wasting
right.
your
It's okay.
time.
Yeah, no fucking
It's all right. It's all right.
Your
So
time.
Lanny, I went to the doctor.
Listen,
It's okay.
Listen, you will reset your depression. You will
No.
reset your anxiety.
No,
I
that's not
promise you.
that. Don't
No,
put
no,
get
no.
people.
Lanny, everyone's mind works differently. Lanny, I have a super
Very true.
high active mind. My
This
mind
isn't
works
just me.
constantly.
This isn't
They
my theory.
gave
This
me
is like-
Lanny. I couldn't sleep. I have insomnia. I have a hard time sleeping. I sleep 2-3 hours a night. They gave me what was it? What was this? What's that?
Need psilocybin.
No, they tried to give me the that really strong
Psilocybin.
sleep medicine. What was it? The stuff.
Psilocybin, what he's saying you need is the active ingredient in magic mushrooms, which are mushrooms that make you feel euphoria, and usually you will have like mild hallucinations. The one time I took them, and I remember it like, well, actually, I took them a few times, but the one time I really remember it vividly that I care to share. I just remember like a bit of a euphoria feeling for a long time, like for like an hour or so. I felt euphoric, like I just felt good. I felt at peace. I was like, oh my God, I just feel so relaxed. I feel so good. Like it. And then like I remember something about like there's a chair, right? A chair, and its shadow was on the wall, and the chair's freaking shadow was wiggling a little bit. The shadow was wiggling a little bit. And that was obviously something in my mind because the shadows never wiggled since. Shadows don't wiggle since, like for objects that are just staying still anyway. But like I don't know, it's weird. Like mushrooms would do a trip to you, It's like you'll be able to see that reality is just what we perceive it as in a way. And it's so weird that our active minds, when they're on these chemicals, our minds can actually change things, I believe. And when they change things for the whole reality. They don't just change a thing and it's left undone, so there's unfinished business. No, when something changes on these psychoactive drugs, I believe they change. Like, and it's done. But I don't know how that works exactly. So I don't know if it's true or not.
Ambien.
Yeah, Ambien. They gave me Ambien.
It's just what I'm thinking.
And when I would take,
anyway,
when I
don't know.
Well, Lenny, hold on. When I would take the Ambien, I wouldn't sleep and I would hallucinate. I would hallucinate.
I'd be taking all Ambiens.
Yeah, it made me hallucinate.
I'd be taking
That's
more
pharmaceutical
than
garbage.
shit.
I'm telling you to take mushrooms.
I'd be like,
No,
That's
no,
gonna
I'm
bring you to
good.
another state.
No, dude, I couldn't pick.
Don't do any of that, Mike. Don't
Yeah,
do any of that.
I
There's
couldn't-
ways.
Mushrooms are literally one of the things like a psychologist would probably recommend for you to help integrate yourself back into the community. This is one of the most open, sharing, loving drugs you can take. If you take a psilocybin mushroom, you're not going to get dumb. You're not going to get hurt. You're just going to learn more ways of thinking, and you're gonna change your perspectives on your way of life. And if you don't want that to happen, then you shouldn't take psilocybin mushrooms, because that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna learn a lot more about the reality we live in, and you're gonna realize that, hey, I should just shut up and play my position in the reality we live in, because if you cause noise, things are bad. And I don't know. Anyway, back back to the video. We're going on too much rambly bits. This is why people want to shoot Mike in the face, probably.
There's ways to address.
Right. And then I got like Pat just said, Pat said night terrors. I would have night terrors. In other words, I can't move and I would scream. And then my grown son have to come in and wake me up and move me because I can't move. It's night terrors.
To it.
Yeah.
You
So
ever have that, Mike, you ever have that sleep paralysis?
that's what it is. Doc, we're talking about the same thing. Yes. Where you can't move and you're screaming. And it's funny because there's tens of thousands of people online and they see this lady that flies in front of them. It's almost like a witch, and it flies and it like yells at you. It's
yeah, I heard.
I saw a lady in a cactus bush on Ambien.
Yeah.
She was a naked lady.
You can't move until you can finally shake your shoulders and you wake up. But yes, it's terrifying, completely terrifying. To sleep paralysis, it's horrible. It's terrible. But Lenny,
paralysis.
Yeah, it's horrible. And then I had it for a while. I had it for about 8 months, and then I've never had it again. It's been about 10 years. Never had it again.
Yeah, it's shit's scary, dude. It's like they say it's a demon holding you down and covering your mouth.
Ooh, that sounds sick.
Doc. I could feel I could feel someone pushing down on my chest. I could feel the pushing down on my chest.
Yeah. You've
never seen the old illustrations of that? It's like this haggard old crazy lady sitting on your chest, pinning your arms and covering your mouth. You guys have never seen that?
Mm-mm.
I'll pull it up one of these days when I come out.
The demon sounded a lot sexier.
It's a demon.
Say, Lanny, you were going to get disenchant us with the scientific explanation.
Jeff, it's a demon.
Behind it is
it's a demon.
Laying on your back and you're swallowing your tongue, so you're choking. So you're basically, your mind is sending you into this crazy phase of DMT trip to wake your ass up because you're choking on your tongue when laying on your back.
Ooh.
That's the scientific theory behind it. But I have had the same thing happen to me back before I had.
Yeah, and my son who was, when he lived with me, he was probably in his late teens, 17, 18, 19, and he would have to come into the room and wake me up, shake me and wake me up because I was screaming. That was the paralysis, the sleep paralysis.
But the paralysis is when you're screaming and no one can. You're
screaming, nothing comes out. You're screaming, and nothing's coming
out. You can't get no help. Dude, you know how many times I tried trying to move a toe to hit Christine to wake her up to help me.
All of a sudden you get air at the end. You're like,
yeah, it's scary. And then it's funny because what for me, I went back to church. This is a while ago. I went back to church again, and then it changed. It's almost like I don't know
that happening. Yeah. I heard of that happening. People saying that they got right with God, that they were praying, and that shit stopped happening.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I heard that. I'm not fucking lying about it.
And then recently, I've been back. So I was away from the church for a while. In the past few months, I've been back in the church again. I talked to Jeff about this, and I've been back in the church again, and I feel great. I feel so relieved.
You said you wake up depressed.
Lanny, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You be throwing those signs up there, man. Why take a chance, man? You're playing, but I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm over here trying to save Jeff's fucking soul. He don't want to hear it either. Now you're
trying to save Mike's sanity.
Jeff's the one that doesn't go to church. Jeff's the one that's like the Satanist.
No, I know. He worships the devil. I know. I've been trying to tell him about it, but all you can do is help.
Yeah. The biggest problem with us Catholics is that, like I said, I told Jeff this the other day. I do the food bank and I go to mass and stuff, but unfortunately not unfortunately, but a lot of Catholics, they go overboard. It's almost like they get Karenish. They get Karenish with church. They're trying to indoctrinate you. They get a little bit too overboard. It's like, all right, let me find my way back in again. Stop concentrating on me. But when they have their kids, oh, we love you. It's like, okay, all right. Can you Can you let me find my way back, please? And that's.
Let me just say real quick, dude. All three of you probably have way more knowledge of the Bible and all the God and all that shit than I do. All I know is that you're fucking around with bad shit, you know. You're gonna have bad luck in life, dude. You're gonna stumble upon shit you don't want to. It's bad juju, man. That's all. And I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm just trying to say, hey, man, I see a fellow human being going the
Say
wrong way.
Christ
It
is
looks that way to me.
You say Christ is king, Doc? Say Christ is king.
I
Christ
don't
is
know.
king.
Christ
Christ
is
is king.
king. But
Yeah,
I don't
Christ
know,
is my
man.
savior. He's my savior. And even Jeff loves Christ. Jeff loves Christ.
Christ
But
is
how
king.
can he?
Yeah.
I like them both. I'm a Christian.
Dude, you
Satanist.
can't, though. You're Jeff.
Don't
Jesus.
tell me what
That's
I
like
can
the
love
first
and I
commandment.
love.
I'm not
What
telling you
about your
shit.
own
That's
heart?
the first commandment. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I
That's
just
the first commandment.
if you want my
love Satan.
if you want my honest opinion about Jeff, and I don't mind saying this because I care about Jeff. Jeff likes the perversion of Satanists. Jeff
That's
likes
one
the
aspect.
freedom. Jeff likes the
That's
perversion.
one
He likes
aspect.
he likes the freedom of that religion. He likes the totalitarianism. Like you can't
Wow, you
judge
really do
me.
get it.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not judging him.
Yeah.
I'm not judging him at
So-
all.
That's what he likes. And Jeff, I've read you from the beginning. If I didn't like you, Jeff, I wouldn't be here. But you figured out a way to be half God and half evil. And you
What?
figured that way out, and that's how you live your life. But Jeff, you're the kind of guy that will help somebody in need, but you're also the kind of guy that will rip someone apart if you have to. So you are the duality of man. Jeff, you live the dualityness of man.
Oh, so he's a cop. Like basically he's a cop. That's what he is. He's a very righteous, guy that goes by the book and lives, by the book, and every man has to abide by these rules, and that creates the duality, I guess. But yeah, no. If he lived by these rules, he wouldn't have put things in his butt in the first place, honestly. Because these aren't just legal rules, I don't think. Unless the duality of man is all about legal rules, I feel like it's probably not. But maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know enough about this topic to argue too much about it. Somebody tell me what it is, and then we'll argue more about it, I guess. But I feel like I just feel like I don't know enough about the topic, I guess.
That's what you do. You're half in,
I'm sure
half
he's
out.
wrong. I'm
If
sure
you can
he's
understand
wrong.
what I'm trying to say.
That's the problem. Is I'm
You-
sure
You
he's
can't
wrong.
be
It
with
was
some
kind of
shit, though.
profound, actually.
You can't be with
Yeah.
some shit.
You
You know? I mean, I know it's not what everyone wants to hear, but you can't. I mean, look, I can't tell you. You can't be half in and half out, you know?
You can. No, you can. The Doc, you can, though. That's the thing, is that without evil, there's no good. Without good, there's no evil. It's the it's the balance of the
No, I
universe.
understand that. It's the yin and the
Yeah.
yang.
All right, so it means humans possess both good and evil tendencies, which is exactly what we thought it meant. The duality, meaning you have two things dueling, duality, right? So two things are dueling for, reality, basically. And the duality of man, am I gonna do this for reality, or am I gonna do that for my reality? Which one's gonna win the battle? Because that one's gonna become reality. So with the duality, I guess, is basically the duel for reality. Which one's gonna become the reality? Who wins becomes the reality in that duality of humans being both evil and good, or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, back to it.
And all that shit.
And
I
I'm not
understand.
looking to do evil, so that's not.
No, I know, but
But-
see the idol that you have there? That's
Satanist
that's
would be,
your
though.
soul. I'm not trying. Look, I don't even know what.
What
the
is
fuck
it doing to? I don't even believe in the soul.
I know.
What
I'm
is it
just
doing
saying.
to
Look,
me?
see that there though? That's like an antichrist thing. So if you're
But
wrong,
Doc,
It's not though. I love
Yo,
Christ.
what
No,
But
I
Doc,
don't love
right,
Christ.
that's
but Doc,
you know what I'm
Doc, the
saying?
thing is that when Jeff pulls that out, and makes us look at it,
Without my-
it doesn't affect me because
the
I
fuck
believe
is
so
that?
highly in
What is
Jesus
that
that I'm
thing?
protected. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't even bother me.
my
You most
God.
But
likely are.
people,
Oh my gosh.
but there's
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So this is some kind of demon creature apparently that Satanists believe in. It's a kind of little statues they made and like some kind of symbolic creature they made. It's not real. It's not a real thing. I don't think it's like foretold in the Bible or any kind of book or anything. I think it's just something they made up. So, if that's true, hopefully it's not an alien creature that they're worshiping or whatever it is. But it's probably, I mean, an alien creature you're worshiping, just saying. I don't know, because it does look like if you were gonna say the statue of Baphomet or whatever that thing is, right? Baphomet or whatever. It like it looks like something Jesus and Adam would have definitely been like, yeah, call it a triceratopical, whatever. I don't know. He definitely would have named that thing and just been like on with his day. So I mean, Adam definitely would have named it and just went on with his day. And I'm inclined to believe that's what I would have did too, based on the material I was getting, which is birds, bees, and all kinds of crazy shit. I'm like, oh, look at this one, look at that one, look at that one, look at that one. And like, okay, you got all kinds of crazy random creatures that we're putting together on this island. This will be fun. And like, it's not an island, it's a planet, you assholes. And you'd be like, well, we don't know the difference, okay? So shut up.
there's other people, there's other Satanists. Okay, we're not going to. Let's just not say names. We all know who I'm talking about. There's
I
other
know,
Satanists.
but we don't have. To
He was up here yesterday, but there's other people that come up
Was it Tyrone?
that are so evil and so disgusting and so vile that you don't
Let me
you don't
stop
want
you
to.
before you go down the slide. We're not getting on that loop.
But there's people that you don't want to be around.
You are
Jeff,
getting on the loop.
I like, even though we have different
You are getting on
views,
the loop,
politically, religious views, but we still talk to each other like human beings. We still respect each other. And that's what I appreciate about Jeff. I'm not glazing Jeff. I'm just saying I appreciate the fact that he's who he is, but he doesn't disrespect anybody. That's all.
I
All
get
I'm
it.
trying
You
to-
literally
And I
gotta
think
fucking
talking to Jeff, I like Jeff. I think
Exactly
he's a
like-
good dude. You know, I just find it's unfortunate, like you're doing something detrimental.
These motherfuckers look like fucking brothers that got separated at a very ugly point. Like they got the same ugly face and everything. Like they both look like they're. Well, I don't know. Lenny looks like a potato, like with like some kind of weird cheek disformation, and I don't know. Mike looks normal, but Lenny definitely looks like he has a cheek disformation there thingy going. I don't know. I don't know what it is. We'll see.
Like I'm not trying to scold or no shit like
No,
that.
no, I
probably
could
do
understand
that.
that.
Wrinkles?
I'm just saying, man, watch out
That's
because
just wrinkles.
I
on the
I
cheek.
was actually going down a path, not
weird shape.
like doing that shit myself, but I was looking into it, all the occult and all that shit, and I saw some practitioners of Satanism, and they got freaked to the point where they like dropped that shit and converted. Like, you know, I'm not
To
saying.
Christianity.
Well, no, I don't know what the fuck.
Freemasonry. Was it Freemasonry that you got into, Doc?
No, I didn't get into that shit.
Okay,
I
that's kinda
pulled up to
satanic.
a Freemason. Yeah, yeah, dude. There's a short I have on my channel where I was lost and I pulled down this weird, creepy dirt road.
Oh,
And then I pulled up and it was a Masonic temple, but I didn't know it at the time. And this shit had all these pentagrams and all this shit in the fucking unstained glass. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm by myself. I tried to strap it on a load and get the fuck out of there, but I found out later people started commenting. A lot of people saw that, and a lot of people were commenting. They're like, "No, it's not satanic. That's the Masonic
I
lodge."
used
And
to fix it.
they started getting me in that.
Yeah.
Easy mistake to make.
Well, the thing,
pentagram
well,
one is the
that's a great thing because we in oh man, how do I say this? We have a lot of Masons in my family. We have a lot of Masons in my
How do
family,
I
and they're
say that?
master Masons, high level Masons.
How do I say this without giving away too much? I got a lot of Masons in my family. They're high level Masons. They're fucking masters of master Masons. They're the highest ranking Masons you could think of. Okay. I wasn't trying to say that, but you really forced my hand here.
Yeah, that 33rd degree.
Yeah,
That's the highest.
and
That's
oh yeah.
slow. I thought
Yeah,
first
no, they're
degree
they're
was the best.
Was
yeah,
that
no,
what
they're
that
up there.
little?
Jeff,
is that what those
these are people that are
are?
multimillionaires
Shut
that
up.
own businesses,
Shut
and
up. That's not what
it's
that
all
is.
about
Will you do
nepotism
that?
and
Will you do that?
it's
Is that
so
what
Masons
that means?
only help
But
other
you don't
Masons.
have to be
that
rich
means?
because I looked into it too. You just have to
33rd
believe in a
degree,
supreme being.
baby.
Yeah, like the universe. They
Don't
don't. You
shoot me.
can't be
Don't
part
You
of
can't
a
be an
religion.
atheist.
I'm
Well,
not
you
in
But
can't
yeah,
be
you
a
have to.
religion.
But
And
you
And I don't know
also
if they would count Satan, so I didn't bother.
Sure is the
But
enemy
also-
and the
Yeah, you can't be a
opposite.
yeah, no, you
And
actually have to
there's
give your
Especially
soul
I
to
don't really
Satan,
believe in
and the thing is that you have to admit all your sins. It's like skull and
I don't
bones. You have
have
to
any.
lay in. You have to lay. No, I'm saying to be indoctrinated into the Masonry, you have to lay in a coffin,
I know it's
an
gonna be
actual
okay.
coffin.
How do you
In a
know
big-
this?
No, it is. It is. It is.
How do y'all know though?
Jeff, maybe I know firsthand. Maybe I don't.
No,
Allegedly.
100%.
Let's rewind. Let's go. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Fuck, that's not what I meant to do at all. Let's go back. I meant to rewind a little bit. That's what I was.
What's a bit?
Fuck,
and what's actually
fuck me.
movie?
It skipped around. Oh my god, I ruined it.
I'm not, but I have family members that are. But no, it wasn't the absence of a father or a mother. No, I didn't. I'm saying, but people would do that. People would.
What would you?
Yeah, but Jeff, it is. I'm getting Buffalo Bill vibes with the.
Because we have like 5, 6.
You guys are fucked up in the United States. Fucking.
I'm looking
You
for
smoke it
where
all
he
day.
was at.
All day.
I
It's
didn't know that.
microdose. I mean, I don't smoke all day because I work, but I mean, after work.
This is where Mike was at. Shit.
It's on stream, and all of a sudden there were all these cop cars and cop lights.
Yep, this is where Mike was up.
It kind of was always there, but during puberty is when it like all.
Yeah, that was where they're talking about
Made
being
sense.
gay. We saw that.
Oh, you're screaming
Yeah,
and nothing's
nothing
coming
comes
out.
out. You can't get no help. Dude, you know how many times I tried like trying to move a toe to like hit Christine
And
to
all of a
wake her
sudden
up
you
to help
gasp
me?
for
Like,
air. All of a sudden you
you
get air
can't-
at the end. You're like,
Yeah, it's scary. And then, you know, it's funny because what for me, I went back to church. This is a while ago. I went back to church again, and then it changed. Like it's almost like I don't know.
that happening. I heard of that happening. People saying that they got right with God, that they were praying, and that shit stopped happening.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I heard that. Like I'm not fucking lying about it.
And then recently, and Doc, recently, I've been back. So I was away from the church for a while. In the past few months, I've been back in the church again. I talked to Jeff about this, and I've been back in the church again, and I feel great. I feel so
I
relieved.
bet
You
you
said you
do.
wake up depressed.
Laney, you're a
every day.
fucking idiot, dude. You
Angry.
be throwing those signs up there, man. Why take a chance,
playing.
man?
Right, that's
Yeah,
what
you're
I'm
playing,
saying.
but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm over here
playing,
trying
bro.
to save Jeff's fucking soul. He don't want to hear it either. Now you're
Oh, I
He
thought
says
we were
he
trying
goes
to
to
save
church.
Mike's
Jeff-
sanity.
Jeff's the
What-
one that doesn't go to church. Jeff's the one that's like the Satanist.
No,
not
I know.
Mike.
He
Mike's
worships the devil. I know.
Well, you can say my soul. I was throwing up big gang signs, just doing whatever, just like, oh, whatever, threes or 3 and 3s, whatever. I wasn't actually throwing up real gang signs because I don't know any of them. I'd be like West Side. This is what I know. West Side. This is the thing I learned when I was a kid. When I grew up on West Phoenix, it's West Side like this. And then I learned like, hey, throw up the West Side like this. Throw your hands out like this, like West Side. What up, West Side? hands out like this. What's up? You know, but maybe like his West Side. You know, it was a gang or whatever. But it's like I don't know. It was very fighty posture, and that really created arguments and fights, and that created more of the gang violence and stuff. So, them's was the days, them dumb days. Anyway, I wasn't really involved in too much of that. I just saw it because I was young, you know, dumb, young, and full of.
I've been trying to tell him about it, but you know, all you can do is help.
Yeah.
You gotta
The
help
problem, and the biggest problem, I think, the biggest problem with us Catholics is that, like I said, I told Jeff this the other day. You know, I do the food bank and I go to mass and stuff, but unfortunately, not unfortunately, but a lot of Catholics, they go overboard. It's almost like they get Karenish. They get Karenish with church. They're trying to indoctrinate you. Like, you know, they get a little bit too overboard. It's like, all right, let me find my way back in again. Stop like concentrating on me. But like when they have their kids, you know, oh, we love you. It's like okay, all right. Can you like can you let me find my way back, please? You know, and that's.
Listen.
Go to like
Let me just say real quick, dude. All three of you probably have way more knowledge of the Bible and all the God and all that shit than I do. All I know is that you're fucking around with bad shit. You know, you're gonna have bad luck in life, dude. You're gonna stumble upon shit you don't want to. It's bad juju, man. That's all. I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm just trying to say, hey, man, I see a fellow human being and going the wrong way. It looks that way to me.
You say Christ is king, Doc? Say Christ is king.
I don't know. Christ is king. But I don't know.
Christ is my savior. He's my savior. And even Jeff loves Christ. Jeff loves Christ.
Christ
but how can he?
Yeah.
I like them both. I'm a Christian.
No, you can't though. You're Jeff.
Don't tell me what I can love and I love.
I'm not telling you shit. That's the first commandment. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the first commandment.
If you want my if you want my honest opinion about Jeff, and I don't mind saying this because I care about Jeff. Jeff likes the perversion of Satanists. Jeff likes the freedom. Jeff likes the perversion. He likes the freedom of that religion. He likes the totalitarianism. Like you can't judge me.
Oh, I'm not judging him.
Yeah,
I'm not judging him at all.
That's what he likes. And Jeff, I've read you from the beginning. If I didn't like you, Jeff, I wouldn't be here. But you figured out a way to be half God and half evil. And you figured that way out. And that's how you live your life. But Jeff, you're the kind of guy that will help somebody in need. But you're also the kind of guy that will rip someone apart if you have to. So you are the duality of man. Jeff, you live the dualityness of man. That's what you do. You're half in and half out. If you can understand what I'm trying to say.
You can't be with some
kind
shit.
Of profound, actually.
You can't be with some shit. You know? I mean, I know it's not what everyone wants to hear, but you can't. I mean, look, I can't tell you you can't be half in and half out, you know?
You can't. No, you can. Doc, you can, though. That's the thing is that without evil, there's no good. Without good, there's no evil. It's the balance of the universe.
It's the yin and the yang and all that shit.
And I'm not looking to do evil, so that's not.
No, I know, but see the idol that you have there. That's like detrimental to your soul. I'm not trying. Look, I'm not. I don't even know what
is it doing to. I don't even believe in the soul.
I know. What I'm just saying. Look, see that there though. That's like an anti-Christ thing. So if you're,
but Doc,
it's not though. I love Christ.
But Doc, Doc, the thing is that when Jeff pulls that out, and makes us look at it doesn't affect me because I believe so highly in Jesus that I'm protected. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't even bother me.
You most likely
people. But there's other people. There's other Satanists. Okay, let's just not say names. We all know who I'm talking about. There's other Satanists. He was up here yesterday. But there's other people that come up that are so evil and so disgusting and so vile that you don't want to.
Before you go down the slide, we're not getting on that loop.
But there's people that you don't want to be around. Jeff, I like, even though we have different views politically, religious views, but we still talk to each other like human beings. We still respect each other. And that's what I appreciate about Jeff. I'm not glazing Jeff. I'm just saying I appreciate the fact that he's who he is, but he doesn't disrespect anybody. That's all.
I
All
get
I'm
it,
trying
man.
to say.
Like, and
Other
I
people would
think
say different, but
talking to Jeff, I like Jeff. I think he's a good dude. You know, I just find it's unfortunate. Like you're doing something detrimental. Like I'm not trying to scold or no shit like
no,
that.
no, I
probably
can
doing
understand that.
I'm just saying, man, watch out because I was actually going down a path, not like doing that shit myself, but I was looking into it, all the occult and all that shit, and I saw some practitioners of Satanism, and they got freaked to the point where they like dropped that shit and converted. Like, you know, I'm not
To
saying.
Christianity.
Well, no, I don't know what the fuck.
Freemasonry. Was it Freemasonry that you got into, Doc?
No, I didn't get into that shit.
Okay,
I
that's kinda
pulled up to
satanic.
a Freemason. Yeah, yeah, dude. There's a short I have on my channel where I was lost and I pulled down this weird, creepy dirt road.
Oh,
And then I pulled up and it was a Masonic temple, but I didn't know it at the time. And this shit had all these pentagrams and all this shit in the fucking unstained glass. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm by myself. I tried to strap it on a load and get the fuck out of there, but I found out later people started commenting. A lot of people saw that, and a lot of people were commenting. They're like, "No, that's not satanic. That's the Masonic Lodge," and they started getting me in that.
Yeah.
easy mistake to make.
Well, the thing.
pentagram
Well,
one is the
that's a great thing because we in oh man, how do I say this? We have a lot of Masons in my family. We have a lot of Masons in my family, and they're master Masons, high level Masons.
Yeah, that 33rd degree.
Oh Lord,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
where we left
And-
off earlier.
Oh yeah.
Slow. I thought
Yeah, no, they're
was the best.
yeah, no, they're up there. Jeff, these are people that are multi-millionaires that own businesses, and it's all about nepotism and it's so Masons only help
But
other
you don't
Masons.
have to be rich because I looked into it.
It's
too.
all
You just have
about
to believe in a supreme
nepotism.
being.
Like you're not part of the
Yeah,
family.
like the universe.
You're not part of the
you can't be part
family?
You
of
can't be an
religion.
atheist.
Well, you
But
can't.
Yeah,
be
you
a-
have to,
higher
but
power.
you
And I don't know
also
if they would count Satan, so I didn't bother.
but
Yeah,
also
Yeah, you can't be a
yeah, no, you actually have to give your
Especially
soul
when
to
I don't really
Satan,
believe in
and the thing is that you have to admit all your sins. It's like skull and bones.
don't
You have
have
to
it.
lay. You have to lay. No, I'm saying what to be indoctrinated into the Masonry. You have to lay in a coffin, an actual coffin.
How do you
In a
know
big-
this?
No, it is.
How do y'all know though?
Jeff, maybe I know firsthand. Maybe I don't.
No,
Allegedly.
100%.
You try-
100%. It's you.
Yeah,
lay in a
yeah,
coffin.
allegedly. But you have to lay in a coffin. You have to admit all of your sins, sexual sins. They have to talk about all your sexual proclivities. I mean, I'm talking about you have to tell them everything about your
They
sexual
sound very
nature.
horny and voyeuristic.
It's
They
not
are.
like
They're-
it's
they're-
Like
blackmail.
creepy as
is this an
fuck.
Eyes
That's
Wide
it.
Shut
That's
orgy?
it.
Was that the
And
Mason?
then once you go through, and there's no windows. It's all pitch black. There's no windows. That's why in Mason,
So far.
if you look at Mason lodges,
Jeff, pull it up.
Jeff, if you look at Mason lodges, they don't have any windows on the bottom floor.
You can pull
And
it
you-
up though. There's guys that have infiltrated and gone undercover and put the ceremonies on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can see those ceremonies on there. They have, and they also it ends up leading to Lucifer is the light in the Freemason lodge. And when you go down there, like Lucifer is show, and they don't say Lucifer's the bad guy. It's just Lucifer.
No,
was the
he's
guy that
actually a
freed
good guy.
man.
He stole the light and brought it to man.
That's
It's all satanic. It's all satanic. So, the whole thing with Masonry, it is a satanic culture. It is. They're praying to the dark arts, a dark god. They're not praying to God. They're praying. Yeah, Jeff. Yes, they are. Masons are evil. They're evil.
It's basically
you talking crazy.
Kabbalism for the
Now
goyim.
you're
It's
becoming
Kabbalah for
one-dimensional
goy.
with
It's
race.
Judaism for the goy.
Tribalist.
Jeff, I know firsthand what I'm talking about. I'm just saying it's scary stuff. It's a bunch of older people
I'm not scared.
that take care of each other, that praise
That's
Lucifer.
fine. Old people should take care of each other.
That's
The
right.
rest of us won't have
But
to.
if you're ever in an actual ritual, it is the scariest freaking thing in the world. You're in a basement, in a coffin.
That
and
sounds
there's a
cool.
bunch of-
Though. You get to lay in a coffin in the dark. The windows are blacked out. I'm like, where's the negative part of this ritual?
Well, the problem is that then you have mid-bro life magic dancing around you like in a two-piece. He's like,
okay. I asked about this. I got my
no,
answer.
but yeah, it's very strange, and but look into Skull and Bones and look into Bohemian Grove.
I remember
Look into
Skull and Bones
Bohemian
from
Grove.
George Bush was supposedly in it. The little Yale
George
club.
Bush and John Kerry both went to the same Yale Skull and Bone fraternity, and then they were both running against each other in 2004. And then there was Andrew Myers who said, "Don't tase me, bro," when he brought it up. Remember the guy that said, "Don't tase me, bro"?
Yeah,
Remember that guy?
it's sick. It's really sick. But Jeff, you believe in what you want to believe. All I can tell you is that, without evil, there's no good. Without good, there's no evil. I'm just saying I'm more on the lighter side. You're more on the darker side.
I'm not, though. I don't know why people think that. I think Satanism has the potential to be a great force of good in the world.
Well, Jeff, I've never met a nicer Satanist than you. I mean, usually they're assholes. They're just jerks and they're evil.
I don't
You're
like a lot
one
of them either. Plus, they kicked me out of the group. So
That's because you're not really a Satanist, though. You shouldn't be. Like, I'm not trying to say that or fuck up your gimmick or no shit like that. I'm just saying, watch out with this shit, man.
Yeah. Like I said,
this shit you talking about is mostly what you see on stream. I don't really do any. It's not about doing things.
Doc, once again,
it's a mindset.
Doc, once again, what I was saying to Jeff earlier, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jeff. What I was saying earlier is Jeff likes the freedom of the idea of that Satanism. Basically just, I can do what I want. I can feel what I want. I can say what I want. No one's going to judge me.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Did you guys see that? We're going to go back again, like 12 seconds. Okay. So not only did he get offended by Lord Doc, he did this in reaction to Lord Doc. Lord Doc, if you're watching my channel later, this fucking freak did this in reaction to what you said to him. You contested him in an argument. He felt uprighteous. He started rubbing his nipples vigorously.
Once again,
that was weird. That was
Doc, once
weird.
again, what I was saying to Jeff earlier, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jeff. What I was saying earlier is Jeff likes the freedom of the idea of that Satanism. Basically just, I can do what I want. I can feel what I want. I can say what I want. No one's going to judge me. Because you have to admit, Doc, you have to admit, us Christians, we judge each other like crazy. Satanists don't do that to each other. They don't judge each other.
We're just open about it, and we don't care if other people. We don't care about other people's judgments.
But you have to admit, Jeff, Christians are very hypocritical, and we like to judge each other nonstop.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well be a
You
Christian
guys
that
see what I
just
just
sins a lot.
saw?
Then
Did
you
you
can ask
guys
for
see
forgiveness
what
and
I
shit, but
just saw?
worshiping like the Dark Lord, and you might not, right? Like that's just a joke, blah 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 blah. And I really don't care what you do, honestly. I'm just, for argument's sake, just the whole foundation. Even if you don't consider yourself, just by labeling yourself a Satanist and having that shit around you, that whole religion has been founded in the worship of the devil. So you're directly contradicting. And I don't know, dude. I mean, I could be the worst sinner on the fucking panel.
Well, according to you, you are, because I kept trying to say what a good guy you see, but you're like,
right. So I'm not trying to say, look,
don't you
listen
go
to me.
thinking that I'm one of the worst people you ever want to be.
No, I know. I'm just fucking with you. All I'm saying is watch out for your soul. It's real, and you don't want to fuck around. That's all. Well, what?
Well, the difference. The difference is I'm around a lot of people on YouTube. I'm around, and I can tell you this. I can say this with all confidence. When I'm around Jeff, I don't feel uneasy. I don't feel uncomfortable. And that's my personal opinion. So whatever Jeff believes, whatever Jeff does, whatever Jeff wears, his antlers, whatever, I don't feel uncomfortable around him. I feel comfortable. I feel welcomed. And I don't get a weird vibe, but there are people on.
So when he grabbed his titties and rubbed them on his hands, all over his titties, and just kind of went back to normal, you didn't get a weird vibe, because I did. I got a weird vibe when he did that. I mean, like, when I do things like that, that means I feel sexual. he's feeling sexual then. If I'm rubbing my titties as a man, I gotta be feeling pretty sexual, and I mean like ecstasy type of sexual, where I'm like, yeah, rub my own titties. That's gonna make me feel better. If I rub my own chi-chis right now, that's gonna make me feel great. Um, I'd have to be pretty high on drugs, right? Like, and that's what I'm thinking here is going on. Either that or his life's so boring that he's like, I'm gonna rub my own man chi-chis on live stream because fuck it. But either way, I mean, just damn, it's pretty rough, man. It's pretty rough, and I'm trying not to do all that, but even if I did, I mean, it just wouldn't be gay. It would just be manipulation at that point, I think, because just to get the point, get money or whatever. I don't know what it would be. It'd be a money ploy or something if I did, but we'll see. Or it could just be a hardcore porno, and then there's no denying that one. There's no denying that one. I'd be like, yep, that was me. I fucked the fuck out of that girl. You saw that. You saw it on camera. You saw all of it on camera. Yeah. And now me and her are married. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's just joking.
YouTube that I get uncomfortable around.
We'll see what
Jeff's not one of those people. That's only my opinion.
No, I feel you. Yeah, no, he's a great
I
guy.
didn't know Jeff was gay until like the third
Oh,
stream.
this guy's back. This guy over here.
Yeah, sure. You were coming around because Jeff is gay.
Mr.
No,
I kicked you out of my
They all do.
Yeah. That's why I went here. No, man, Jeff's a good guy, man. The antler shit, that's just breaking balls. I only kidding with him. I could care less, man, what he does, but I'm just saying.
Is it time to take him off again? Is that what you're saying?
No,
dude, this fucking this
I'll do it for
after,
you.
God,
Oh, they're
my
caught.
guy,
They're
honestly.
caught. They're
I
caught.
like Mike. I don't just
he's gonna stuck it. I told you, fucking things are evil.
He's my
Evil.
guy in a way.
There we go.
Me and Mike get along. We're peas in
And the whole thing is that it's great to come up on panels that are so different than what we believe in. But as long as we respect each other and have a good conversation, I think it's so constructive. Because Doc, you have to admit, Doc and Lanny, we would never know Jeff in real life. We would never hang out with him. We would never have conversations.
I can
Jeff,
see hanging out with any of these.
Yeah, Jeff, in real life, if I saw you with Jeff, if I saw you with antlers on, with no shirt on, and it's a silk blouse, I would run for my life.
Across the street.
Yeah, everybody would. You look like you found a rug in the fucking. You look like a homeless person, basically. That whatever that thing is you found. That sweater, that jacket, that cotton, whatever it is, right? And I hope it's cotton because cotton's healthy. I mean, like everything else isn't healthy. Cotton's healthy at least. But I get being open chest, naked, and everything. And if you were gonna wear something, I would want to wear cotton, but I wouldn't wear heavy cotton. I would wear light cotton. But if you don't have light cotton, then I guess wear heavy cotton or wear nothing, which would be the preferable thing on top if you're dealing with a connectivity issue with the symbolic essence or whatever it is of the universe. If you can't connect to it right, then yeah, you might want to not worry so much about what kind of rag you're wearing on your human body skin. You might want to worry about how to get your objectives completed. You know? Nyami, no, nobody knows what it means. Nobody knows what it means, but you guys will get it eventually, I think. Either way, I feel like I feel like I did good. I feel like I did a good stream here. We're gonna continue this as much as I can. Now I'm gonna finish the rest of this little bit of beer. and then I'm going to go to sleep. Well, actually, I'm probably gonna eat something before I go. I'm gonna make me some food real quick. I'm gonna heat something up. You guys, if you guys hear a fire alarm going off, you see me sleeping, and then the room starts on fire, and you see the fire burning me, and my face is like halfway burning, and then I wake up and I'm like, my face, half my face is melted off, and then I'm like, call the cops. You guys should call the cops and check on me, because then my face might be melting. I'm just kidding. But yeah, just saying that, like, if that don't happen, then your boy don't need anything. I definitely don't need anything. I'm always a little worried about like these sensitive people in the community. I feel like they think things that aren't always the things, but they just haven't been around long as we have, some of them. We got Lord Thumper versus Mike Cerrone in the comment section, it seems like, but I don't know if Mike's still awake. Mike might have passed out. Fall asleep? Nah, nigga. Just chilling, killing. Mike's head may be the eclipse. You want to join, Thumper? You could join. I'll put the link again if you guys want to join. You or David before I go to bed. I'm going to go to bed soon, so I give it like 10, 15 more minutes. And if you want to join, you can join. If not, I'll just keep watching the videos. But if either of you want to join before I wrap this up, that's fine. But I got like 5-10 minutes before I'm going to bed. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I be getting like tires and shit. Let's see what we got here at the Lanny and Mike Cerrone bit before we go to bed.
Depends what kind of music you like. If you're into
If you guys
I'd still
don't,
be
if
cool
you
with
guys
it.
are
Like when they
not
let this guy out.
tired, yeah. I'll
But if
put the
we
link
like
for
lived in the
this
same
video.
neighborhood or worked at the
I'll
same
put
job
the
or
link
something, I
for
could see
Gen X
me
Jeffrey's
striking
video
up
here.
with any
Yeah.
of these people in the
Yeah.
outside
If you
world.
guys want to see more of this
I can see that.
content,
But it's like me being
Gen
like
X
my next door
Jeffries.
neighbor. They work in the music
He
business.
will,
Right? Remember, I was talking to him.
he
I had to
will
mute because
have
I didn't want you to hear his voice. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, yo.
I heard a
And
boop. I heard a boop.
but I
in
still
the
with the
background.
gunshots and everything.
Last night, I remember the
Yeah.
gunshots.
Yeah, I heard a boop in the background. That means somebody's here. Who is it? Let me check the thing. Yep, that's Thumper. Hi.
What the hell's up, man?
Nothing much, just chilling, making fucking videos and content, you know.
Oh yeah.
Chilling.
Well, no. I got the clip of him rubbing his boobs like that, man. And I made do a screenshot and do a meme and put Mike's head on while he's doing that though.
Bro, that's rough, but do it. Definitely do it.
Oh, you damn
my
right.
God.
I'm probably
Oh
gonna
my
do it. I
gosh.
think that's gonna be
That's what
funny
I'm
as shit.
saying. Like that creativity in your mind there, that's rough.
Yeah,
but
I mean that's gonna be that would be some good shit right there.
Yeah, that you already painted the image in my head, and I can't wait to see what, like, even if you put like an AI on it or something, like some kind of things on it, like afterwards, like I mean, shit. Yeah, there's so much potential with that.
Yeah, no, there is, because that was fucking epic right there. I can't believe you did that shit. That was funny as fuck,
crazy, bro. That was crazy. I mean, if I
did that shit,
dude, like if I put like David eating cat food next to that guy rubbing his nipples, like
well, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna make, because everybody called him a snapping turtle. And I was gonna put that face that looks like a frog face. I was gonna put that on a snapping turtle with him eating freaking cat food.
damn.
But I don't know if I want to do that to Dave right now.
I mean, either way, I'd make it and just leave it alone and save it. But honestly, if you feel inspired, I'd say make it and just leave it alone and not release it if you feel like it. But if you do make it and you feel like releasing it way later on, let's say 2 months later, David pisses you off, all bridges are burnt, and you're like, hey, now I got this thing I made against you 2 months ago, and I can use it now.
Well, he knows damn good and well I can come up with so much shit on his ass anyway. So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's very true. You guys got so much dirt on each other.
I mean, I hate to be fucking mean like that, but goddamn, sometimes he does piss me off so fucking bad. It's like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna make a meme up on his ass.
Yeah, you gotta
But
do that
He
sometimes.
did ask me to make up one with him and Rudy in it, and it's not gonna be a pretty one. I'm probably not gonna be able to show it on YouTube.
Why?
So,
Is it gonna be that rough?
yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. It's gonna be pretty bad.
I mean, the whole point to be able to show it on YouTube, you gotta be able to show it.
No. Trust me. It won't be. No, it won't be pretty.
All right. Well, I mean, that's on
Well,
you, man.
I'll make sure you get a copy of it. I mean,
Well,
I'll make sure you get a.
even then. I mean, if I can't show it on YouTube, I don't need a copy.
Well, I mean, it'd just be funny as fuck, though. That's all.
I guess. Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to show it on YouTube, but
Well,
I don't know.
obviously not.
Well, it's not gonna be him, butt fucking Rudy or nothing like that. It's basically gonna be fucking Dave. It's gonna have fucking Rudy coming out of the fucking toilet with fucking Dave shitting on his head. That's what it's gonna be. That's what he wanted. So, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to show that on YouTube
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't think I would be able to either.
Yeah. So
I mean, honestly, that would be a hell of an animation, like a cartoon.
Oh no, yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be
That's what
good
I'm saying,
cartoon.
like,
Yeah,
if
definitely.
And that would be my area of expertise too. Like, honestly, so like if I could figure out how to spend
Okay,
my
if you can
time-
do it, if you can figure out how to do it, you tell me. I mean, if you can do it, I'll pay you to fucking do it, to make it.
Okay. What do you want me to make? You tell me how much you'll pay me, and I'll make it.
Well,
What do
no,
you
you
want
tell
me
me
to
how much do you want to fucking make it?
Well, what do you want me to make first of all?
You want me to make? I'll pay you $50 if you want. I don't give a fuck.
What do you want me to make first of all?
Well, Dave wants well, it's what Dave wants. He wants him shitting on Rudy's fucking face in the toilet.
Dave wants him shitting on Rudy's face. Damn, that would cost way more than $50. That's
Yeah, I'll pay you $50 to do it.
But that's a lot, dude. That's a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, how good does this animation have to be? Like,
I mean, as long as it looks kind of not realistic, but almost animation realistic,
I mean, shit. Down and this is rough for me. I don't
know. Just play with it for a little bit and see how fucking hard it is, and then just let me know.
All right, I will work on it, and if I feel like it's up to par and I feel like it's worth selling to you, I will offer it to you, and I will show you what it is and see if you want to buy it.
Okay, all right.
But I just give me like a week. Or
No,
less,
you're fine.
and we'll see what I come up with. It's probably not just going to be that one thing that you're asking for, because I can see a whole theme of things that I can do.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking themes you can do.
Once I make a Dave character, once I make a Thumper character, once I make like a fucking Kane's Catharsis or a Mike Cerrone's or a Lenny here, or Gen X Jeffrey, any of these guys, right? Any of these people, once I make them into a character, the character is drawn and it's there forever. You see that character in the background on my screen, right? Like I drew that. Once I draw it and I create it,
yeah,
I can recreate it.
Exactly. It's saved. Yeah,
and every time I do it, it just gets better and better and better. So I'm just saying, like some of these animations, if I do, if you do want me to do them, I definitely can make them happen in the future. I just gotta buckle down. That's my promise. I gotta focus.
Oh no, trust me. I have a hard. because Dave asked me to fucking make memes all the time, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'll make it tomorrow. I'll make it tomorrow. And then I get fucking drunk, and I'm like, fuck it, man, I didn't fucking make it.
See, that's what I do.
Yes,
That's my problem.
I know that. I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling.
I'm waiting. Like I'll start drinking now. I'm like, oh, I hope he's not. I hope they don't want me to do this, or I hope whatever, they don't want me. It's like my brother and them. They want me to do things. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to go to this family thing. I don't want to go to this thing.
Yeah, I know.
whatever.
Hey, Jay, believe you me, I know that. I know that. I know that. I know that feeling, bro. I know that feeling, bro.
But I mean, usually I end up going to them, but the last two I actually missed, which sucks because they're the few times I get to see my whole family. So it does suck because I did miss the last two, but I missed the last one because I was too drunk to go because my godmother actually passed away, and it was her funeral, and I was all like, there's the excuse to drink, so I got super fucking drunk, and I was too drunk to go to her funeral, which is crazy.
Hell, I get too fucking drunk to walk down the goddamn mailbox, man. I can't even walk to my fucking mailbox because I get too drunk. I'm like, oh, I'll check the mail tomorrow. I'll check the mail tomorrow. Fuck, my electric bill's probably fucking coming up, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Fuck, I'm waiting for a check. I hope I get a check soon.
No, I'm not waiting on a check. I mean, all my money goes to my. I mean, I have another account. I have two different accounts, so.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure you're taking care of before you give out any money. You gotta make sure you're.
No. I'm taking care of. I promise you that I'm taking care of. I'm taking care of.
Yeah, you can't buy into all this like YouTube bullshit where you're like, oh, I gotta support.
Oh, I know. I give away a lot of fucking. I give away a lot of money on fucking YouTube. I give away a lot of fucking money.
If it ever, like you shouldn't do that when it's out of your actual means. Like nobody ever should. That's why I don't. I usually don't give away money at all. Honestly, even when I go buy weed, what the crazy thing is? At the smoke shops, when you buy weed, like they give you where I go, every time you go there, they'll give you like 10 or 20% in store credit, basically right away, like in cash back in a way. They give you cash back as store credit, basically, and it's like 10% or something. And the more you buy, the more percent it goes up over time, whatever. But like up to a certain point until you become like a gold.
You got weed stores up there. I don't have them down here.
Yeah, it's just a way they scam you or whatever.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
They get you into these systems where you feel like you're a member of a elite club or whatever, and they get you to spend more and more money.
Yep. I hear you. I hear you on that. Hell yeah.
Just the weed shops. That's what they do like crazy. It's crazy.
So did Mike already talk about where he was the best troll on fucking YouTube yet? Didn't he talk about it on this one?
I don't think he did yet. You want to skip ahead to it? Let's see if we can get to it.
I mean, that's fine.
That was one of the best parts, honestly. That was the funniest shit. Let's see if we can get to it.
Oh yeah, go ahead and play it. I'm listening.
Yeah. When the neighbor,
I'm listening. I got to piss, and I'll get a beer, and I'll be right back.
No, you don't. You do not just ignore them.
But the problem is that they put children's names in chat, and that's a no-go. That's a no-go. You don't do that. You don't put people's kids in chat.
I agree. That should be allowed.
Yeah, I agree with that. The kids, anybody in the family that's
Mike and Lord.
Yeah.
No, if they're on YouTube talking shit, I might open them up, I think.
Lord Thumper.
But if they're not on YouTube, they shouldn't be brought on YouTube.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Oh,
That's
You
a
know,
boundary for me.
they put my 12-year-old son's name in chat.
All right. You know all that.
And his cell phone number in chat.
Yeah.
Not here. Another channel.
Phone number.
And it's like, what kind of weirdo does that? That is the weirdest thing ever.
People that want a reaction out of somebody like to get.
Yeah. Well, they got blocked. They got blocked out.
Oh.
So it is what it is, and I know who it is, and it's like I'm not retaliating back. So
should be.
And why did
retaliate on all the other ones that make little comments?
When did all this start? When you were at Joe's?
yeah, so I think I really do think, and Doc, I love that question. I think the biggest mistake I made was staying on Joe's that long, staying on that channel that long. I should have left earlier.
How long were you on it?
Oh, a couple years.
Oh Lord, yeah. And that's
Yeah.
the Vegas Valley guy.
Yeah. And I was a major contributor to that channel. And I should have left a while ago. Once I started seeing his erratic behavior, I probably should have left. It was a bad decision on my part. It was my fault. I'm the one to blame for my bad behavior. I take complete ownership.
You don't like Joe, Mike?
I think he's a manipulator and he's an evil person. I think he's an evil person.
I don't have a high opinion of him from what I've seen.
Oh, you know him? You know Joe?
I've watched the documentaries because I wanted to catch up on his story. So and
I made a mistake.
Of him.
I fell into the fanboydom. I fell into look at me how popular I am. Look, I'm a major player in this crazy chaos channel, and I made a mistake. It's my fault. I did it on my own. But I should have left earlier. But I didn't because I fell into that whole stardom. You know, look how popular I am. Look,
oh my God, that's how low you have to go to.
Yeah,
it was reach high for the stars, not low.
Jeff, it was a bad decision. Right, I made a mistake.
So I'm gonna say that now. I went after him because
can you pause it for a second?
And Tommy, when I first got to the sector.
Tommy D.
Yeah, Tommy D. Tommy D and Vic. Quick Vic, you know Quick Vic, Mike.
Oh, Quick, no, yeah, that's the one that doesn't like. Quick Vic's the one that doesn't like me.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
He talks
Quick
about
Vic
me on channels.
Fucking forever, but that's when I came over. They were all beefing with Joe, and I guess Mike was there at that time. I don't know. I think he was there. They were always talking on Canada. And that's when I started going to Joe because they were. So,
sounds like he's scratching in Oreos.
You know, that's why I was like, it's fucked up for me. I mean, the guy's never done nothing to me.
Yeah, I don't enjoy seeing what he does to other people.
Well, what did you see? I might not have saw. I've heard stories of some shit. I don't know everything. Really not my business. Really not my business. I mean, I don't.
Hey, Banana.
I'm trying to judge shit if people did shit to me.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Cute little. Is this Baphomet?
Yeah. So the whole thing.
Oh, it's the Easter Bunny. I'm seeing.
Yeah. So the whole thing, the whole paradigm. What I'm trying to say is that I stayed there too long, and that's on me, and I own it. I stayed there too long because I facilitated in a lot of negativity and a lot of horrible things. But you get sucked into that whole.
You said there's a side of you that's always going to need that, though. We talked last night.
No, not at all.
And the troll mic, and you're always going to need to indulge that side of you.
When I was over there, it was horrible negativity. It wasn't fun trolling. It wasn't like a bunch of people just joking back and forth and ripping on each other.
Sound like it from the clips.
Yeah, it was evil and it was disgusting. And I wish to God that I never went there. I'm just telling you that's just how I feel, because when I look back at the things I said and did, it was bad behavior. It was bad choices. And I apologize to anyone I've ever heard it. I apologize because I was sucked into negativity. I wasn't happy in life. I was going through a lot of stuff emotionally, and I had basically someone that pulled me into like a negativity vortex, like a
I've seen it
negativity.
happen on here. It like
Yeah.
you're very easily pulled in.
Yeah, and I made a mistake. So I go on CTs, and we troll, but we're actually all friends. We're doing it for content. We don't hate each other. We're doing it for content. But when I come here, I'm trying my hardest just to be chill and hang out and be cool. I'm trying.
I think
I
you do a
really am.
great job.
Yeah.
For the most part.
You know, and
Except when
people
you
come
get
here.
pulled in, like you
I
just
was
said.
I was very surprised that somebody the other night was picking and prodding me, which I never thought that she would. It's just strange. But you know, people run out of content and they want to pick and choose. And this person, like I said, when I don't mind if you don't mind me saying, I'll say it. It's up to you. It's up to you. All right, I'm not going to get dirty. So when Axis came up, when he came up, I'll be very cordial. When Axis came up and he was okay at first, he got butthurt because I don't want to go there anymore. And then Zephyr, one of his best friends, was attacking me and trying to poke and prod me. I've never had an issue with her. I've never had an issue with. Oh, dude, she was poking.
Last night?
Oh, can I talk bad about you? Can I do it? You're not a very good troll. And it's like I sat there and I did not say anything. I didn't attack because dude, come on. That's not even a fair fight. Not even a fair fight, me versus her. But the thing is that when Axis came up, I let him air his grievances. I just don't want to be there. That's all. That's all.
This guy not wearing a shirt either. Oh my god, it's another shirt. Okay.
What's up, party people?
Hey, Signal.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Great. How you doing, man? Are you naked, bro? Are you naked?
No, just the shirt, just the shirt.
Well, it's the shirtless.
I could cover the shirt. It's just.
I'm so glad we got to see Noel earlier. If we didn't get to see Noel earlier, this would have ruined my whole stream. I'm so glad we got to see Noel.
Hey, let me ask you something about because Mike was talking about, yeah, you know, didn't at one point he say all his kids were grown?
I believe so. I believe they're all
okay. So all of a sudden, now he has a 12-year-old son that people are doxing his fucking number and name and everything.
Shit. I don't know actually. Fuck. Does he have 2 kids? Does he have more than 1 kid?
I don't know. I just know he just said his kids were grown. I know he said that.
I felt like he has a kid named either Dominic or Nicholas. Some of these.
I think it's Nicholas. I think it is Nicholas.
He at least has 1 kid. He at least has 1 kid. I know that much, right?
Yeah, but earlier, I mean, it was right before I went to go get a beer. I was like, man, hold on a second. He doesn't have a 12-year-old kid. He said his kids are grown. Mm-hmm. So how all of a sudden does he have a 12-year-old kid?
He kidnapped
it. You gotta go back and listen to it though.
He kidnapped it, bro. He got it, you know, like he ran a little fucking fake ice cream truck. He kidnapped the kid.
Maybe, I don't know.
This kid, I don't know. I don't know how he got the kid.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly. I don't know how he got the kid, you guys. I don't know.
Hot some places, you know.
It's hot in here. No, it's kidding.
Signal, you're making Jeff hot, bro. You're making Jeff hot over there. Stop it.
Stop. I just, you know, enjoy.
Oh,
I mean, Jeff's been hot.
Signal, would you dirty dance with Jeff? Would you dirty dance with him?
Will I take him down?
No, I don't.
Maybe I would.
I bet.
Ooh.
Shit.
Cheers.
I bet they would.
That is my son's favorite beer. That's Sapporo. That's my son's favorite beer. It's a Japanese beer. It's my son's favorite beer. Yeah, man. Right on. You ever have what is it? There's another Japanese beer, Itchy something. What is it? What is that beer called? There's like 2 really Ichiban. Yeah.
Ichiban Papa-san.
Great
That's
Lakes.
I
it.
mean, I just got it because it's on a deal at Costco. I don't know if it's Japanese or not.
It's Japanese. That's
Signal took us
Japanese
shopping
imported
one night. It
beer.
was pretty cool.
Yeah, Signal. That is a really, really good beer. That's a high quality. That's high shelf beer.
Is it? It's not. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Sapporo.
Is it really?
Yeah, Sapporo. It's
Awesome.
real. It's Japanese. It's
Cost
really
me
good.
Yeah, I
like
know. I used to get 'em at
$8.
the
Is it
Japanese
really
restaurants.
high shelf?
Signal. The more
Okay.
you drink Sapporo, does Jeff get hotter the more beers you drink?
Damn.
I mean, I haven't had that much.
It's all an internet illusion.
How much? How drunk do you got to get to make this game?
I haven't had that much.
Good for you, huh?
Your hat says math.
How much
It says
Chinese
math. So
beer?
what is the equation to Jeff's heart? What is the equation to
What
his
is
heart?
up with you?
What the fuck?
Jeff, this is
Depends.
Jeff. This is fun. This is
There are
just
several
joking.
I don't
kinds
even
of
know if there's a soul, much
equations.
less if I have heart.
It's just joking, Jeff.
Dude, I feel like Mike Cerrone wants like Jeffrey's heart and soul and love. He wants them like to love him.
No, it sounds like Mike has the hots for him. That's what it sounds like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He wants-
yeah,
he-
yeah.
He literally wants Jeffrey to love him, and that's weird to me. I feel like that's weird. Like, you're a grown ass man, you want another grown ass man to be in love with you. Are you guys? Oh, I know one of them is gay. Is the other one? Because he's definitely presenting.
He's damn sure acting like it. Exactly.
Yeah, he's definitely presenting, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
rough. All right, we're got to wrap this up in like 7 minutes because I'm gonna cook some food. But all right, let's roll this rest of this. I know we didn't get through all of it, Thumper, but sorry about that. But
No, you're good, bro. You're good, man. You're good.
That's some
Joking
All right,
around.
well, let's get nerdy with it. I am interested in the equation.
I felt like I.
What is the equation to
Go with the
love? Yeah,
title
let's hear
if we
it.
didn't
Since
get
you're
through all of
coming
it.
on
That's what he's
equation to love.
asking you.
The whole point was to get through the Mikey's.
No, Frank, miss. I could safely say miss this one.
Too much.
Signal. Why do you look like a 1984 telemarketer? What's up with that headset, dude?
It's just, I guess you don't. The thing is that you don't see the drivers because I'm covering them with my beanie
Signal.
here, but I
Signal.
don't have
Thank
drivers
you. Come
on.
again. Thank you. Come again. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Even more.
Oh, is that what's her face?
Oh, fucking Mike.
Signal. I love you to death, bro. I'm just joking. I have no
This is
disrespect for you.
the
I'm
routine.
just
No, I'm very
Jeff, I'm
disrespected that
just
you're calling me
joking.
gay.
He did it.
I'm
Oh,
really
shit.
disrespected
He did it
that
again.
you're saying that I would fuck Mike.
You saw
Or
that? You saw
Yeah,
that?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you got it right.
I don't make that claim for
Signal.
anybody.
I would totally do it.
Signal.
I
Do you have a bottle?
totally do
Let me go.
I
Let
would
me go.
do it.
Talking about that.
Let me go. Signal. Do you have a bottle of Old Spice on your counter right now? Is you like Old Spice?
No,
in
I
your
have a
room?
bottle of piss.
Oh, like a pea
No.
bottle?
Ooh.
Tell me, dude. That's gross.
Ooh. Yeah. Like one of those.
Ain't nothing wrong with no pee bottle, man. I tell you.
Oh, fuck
I'm
that.
not
dude.
judging.
Signal. Were you Signal? Were you in the
Lord
movie?
Doc's still there?
Signal. Were you in the movie Dances with Wolves?
I'm surprised
Yes.
Lord Doc's still
That
here.
sounded racist. Why?
Like, I will give Lord Docs kudos for his tolerance of what's happening here. I am surprised he's still on panel. He probably hasn't been paying attention because if he had, I don't think he would still be on panel. 'Cause
I mean, yeah, I think Jeff did it the first time when he opened up his little fucking jacket or whatever the fuck he's wearing.
the second
I mean,
time
and then he did it, over his jacket.
Yeah,
So-
he like did a squeeze or
Yeah,
some weird
yeah.
shit. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my god, this is rough. I feel like that's rough because this is the way we're gonna end up ending it in a bit. Like, we got a few more minutes. I mean, You know,
Mike's got his mental image, so he's good for tonight.
No, I feel like we're all fucked on the mental image. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
oh,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah, no
saying.
shit,
We all-
right?
we all got-
I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I love it. I love it.
Mike has been racist lately, I have to say.
Oh, stop
shit.
it, Jeff.
Yes, you
Stop.
have. And
Right.
toward hillbillies,
Mike's been
and we have that
racist.
Racism isn't allowed here,
Yeah,
okay?
Canadian guy.
racism,
It's on tribalism.
Signal, I
No
apologize.
racism.
I apologize.
I just
Signal,
rather have it out in the open.
Signal, I apologize. I'm sorry.
I'm
Jeff,
still offended that you're apologizing, but it
racist.
still
Same
hurts my
cell. Same
feelings because of my feelings are hurt.
All right, so Signal,
understand?
go ahead. Signal, go ahead and oil up like a Diddy party and trib out with Jeff.
Trib out. What is trib out? What is trib out? I don't know that one.
Where they? Oh, well, when women rub themselves together.
Oh.
What?
That's a term?
Is this
That's
trib?
crazy. That's crazy.
Signal, have you ever been? Signal, have you ever been to a Diddy party? You ever been to a Diddy party? I'm just asking.
Absolutely not.
No, none of
Okay.
us have been to Diddy parties. You get silly with it.
That's crazy.
That's Mike. Has Mike been to one? Mike's like, I've been to
Well,
one.
have you been to a Diddy party?
No, sir, I have not. No, sir, I have not.
Here you go.
No.
Okay. Well, shut
I
the
just
fuck
say
Yeah,
no to
this
gay
guy-
sex.
yeah, you
Signal,
crack yourself
I
up,
say
don't you?
no. Signal, I just say no to gay sex. I say no. I say no.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
You're full of shit, Mike. Damn.
Signal, can you fart ananymore? Does it even make sounds?
Mike,
Now,
I'm about to drop you like a
When
tin
you
rag.
fart, does your asshole clap? I bet it
You're
doesn't.
really dragging the conversation down into the gutter, into the
Damn.
sewage, into the toilet.
Oh.
All right, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm Dave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry, Doc.
My sister.
He called him Dave. He called him Dave. He called him Dave, dude.
That's crazy.
Jeffrey Dave.
Your sister been to a Diddy party?
Dude, he meant to say, I'm sorry, Dave, or sorry, Jeffrey, right? He called Jeffrey Dave. And then
Dave,
he
yeah.
called- and then he ended up calling Doc Dave.
Yeah.
And Dave's, Doc's, the fucking Dave. I'm over here saying Dave because I'm drunk too. I'm drunk too, trying to explain the drunk man's actions.
No, well,
Um,
no, it's funny as fuck. Is Mike though doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Right? And then fucking Doc's like, bro, what are you talking about? Like I'm not Dave.
It's
or
like
whatever.
we're on a totally different fucking panel over here. God damn it! Shut the fuck up, Mike.
All right, one more minute, 2 more minutes, and then we're out of here. Let's see what Mike has left. But I gotta go because I got food in the oven.
That's
All right.
that's wild, bro.
That's
She was on
crazy.
a Nickelodeon show back in the day.
Either
So
that
she
or
might
I'm
have been
burning
like,
Your sister was on
this
Nickelodeon.
down.
it's one of them kind of shows. Yeah.
A Canadian
Dang.
don't have that in
Burn
Canada.
it down. I don't
Nah,
care.
she moved to the States. She lives in like California or something.
Oh.
Oh.
California.
That's funny when he does
That's
that. I do
crazy.
that sometimes.
But
Oh.
that's where the people.
He does that.
Lenny, shut up, dude.
But then it got
I
all
asked her who ruled
Nigga,
Hollywood,
put on
and
a
I thought she
shirt.
was gonna say Jewish
on
people.
a
And she said
shirt.
Scientologist.
Yeah. It's always a different group depending on who you ask.
I thought she was gonna say the Jews, man, when she was like
No,
Scientologist.
sometimes
The Jews. That's the perfect place to end it. Why won't this man put on a shirt, Thumper? That's my problem with it.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there,
The
man.
fuck
But
was
damn,
that,
man,
right?
Mike's getting into some weird shit over there, bro. Weird
Dude,
shit.
Dude, it's a weird shit. Like, are they? You think Mike's gay now, or what's going on?
Mike probably always been gay. I don't know.
But I mean, like, shit. So you think he's
I
gonna
mean-
be gay now? With like next time we see him, you think he's gonna be gay? Because I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, he's gonna start wearing a wig now and fucking having that that long hair and
You think that's the type of gay he would be? I could see it.
no.
I mean, I could see it, but
Yeah, he's getting. Well, it's 2025, so he could probably transition.
Oh yeah,
You know?
but I didn't think he'd transition overnight. I thought it'd take time, bro. I
don't know.
thought that
I
was
don't
like
know.
a 5-year transition from a man to slowly being like a gay butt prostitute each night.
Well,
Like,
he's in the. I mean, maybe he's still in the closet and he's just now coming out. I don't know.
so he has to go sling his. I don't know, man. Dang shit, you got me thinking now. He probably, he probably is.
I mean,
All
I
right,
don't know,
Thumper.
but I mean, the more you listen to him, the more the more you think, okay, maybe he is gay. Maybe he is gay. I don't
That's
know.
what I'm worried about, dude.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm worried about. Like sometimes when I honestly I didn't see this show going this way tonight. At no point when I started the show did I think we'd be ending on as Mike Cerrone closet homosexual or has gay tendencies. And I sure as hell didn't think I'd be having that argument with you, but I
Well,
mean, like, that's cool. It is cool the way
I
things worked out because it's better than the way I expected them in a way. But also,
the only thing is too,
I
though,
didn't
at one
expect
point,
the mic things, though, sadly. I didn't
yeah.
expect the mic.
The other thing is, I want to call him out on the fucking kids. I want to come out on his kids because he said all his kids were grown at some point. At one point, he said all his kids were grown, and now all of a sudden on this panel, he has a 12-year-old son that somebody's fucking making up sock accounts on and putting out his fucking cell phone number. So
That's what I'm worried about too. Actually, does he have a kid somewhere that he's saying is something that's not the other kid, right? So we know of Nicholas, right? I think.
yeah, he said his name was Nicholas. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we know of one kid, right? So
yeah.
I don't know if there is another kid or not. I don't know if he remembers saying that or not, but yeah, like I guess it wouldn't be too much to ask for him to explain that at some point.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean, we got the clip of it. We got the clip of it. So,
questions, and I'm sure he has answers for us.
oh yeah, definitely. He definitely has answers for it, and he has answers for everything.
If he don't, I mean, that's gonna be that ass.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, man. I'm out of here. I'm tired. I'm eating some food. So you have a good day.
All right, bro. All right. Hey, I'm gonna hook you. I'm gonna hook you up again tomorrow.
All right.
So
Hey, man. Well, I'll probably
buy more.
tomorrow.
You can buy more beer or whatever. So I'll hook you up tomorrow.
I appreciate that. I mean, it'll be a little less work I gotta do in a way because
Yeah. No problem, man. No problem.
I appreciate it. All right. Well, have a good night, man.
Hey, you too, man. Stay safe, bro. Stay safe.
Yep. Oh, of course. I'm gonna eat and go to bed.
All right, buddy. Peace.
All right, see you guys.